how deep do I think we are in the in the dungeon?
That's a great question. Just one comment. Just so you know, Lornishka, we are hearing your hubby in the background. Not a big deal, but we are picking up his voice occasionally. Approximately how deep you are? That's a really great question. You've been...
Because we're 4 levels, right?
Well, you also were teleported into the first level, right, by Ashima herself. She's the one that got you guys in there. She's the one that gave you the cat nap potions, right, the short rest potions. So go ahead and do a free check. Whether let's do either like insight or I'm trying to think of a good insight intelligence. Fun. Yeah, let's go. It's either insight or 24. An intelligence-based skill. 24. You're feeling probably a couple hundred feet underground. You haven't seen any light sources. You haven't seen any sort of suggestions of the sunlight coming in, peering through, and you've been just going deeper, right? So it's like you don't know where technically the entrance was. You just were brought into a certain point in the dungeon. Okay. Yeah.
That's good to know, because I was thinking, 4 levels, 12 feet per level, because 10 feet per ceiling, 2 feet per in between level.
Yeah, well, some of the levels, right, or some of the rooms would have been more cavernous than
really
others.
Tall.
Yeah, right. So
I'm glad I asked. Okay. IMC it is.
I'm excited. Okay. Let me make sure all my VOD stuff is correct. We are on the Rolls channel. Okay. So where we left off, you all had finished fighting Fazul. A long drawn out fight where I was bragging, and I'm sorry, but I was bragging the Monday night that I got to cast Wish on you all. 40 d6 necrotic damage. And that was fun. You survived. You beat him up. You noticed that he would not die and that there was a magical gauntlet on his hand that seemed to be keeping him alive. You turned focus on that and eventually destroyed it, defeating him. The Paragos had been killed before that, and you all were thinking about reviving him in that moment because Ishka had the ability. Ashimai said, let's let him rest, let's save resources, let's go get Manchun. You went off, finished Manchun. Warden drawing the close to an important thread for Warden of the man who tortured and experimented on him. And from there, tracked down where the phylactery of Fazul is, and that was through the portal. Went through that, and it was very simple. Narratively, you all found the phylacteries and what looked to be phylacteries of multiple liches. And I did see that some people didn't know what a lich was, and it's easy to forget. When we play D&D long enough, it seems like everyone knows what a lich is at this point. But liches are evil spellcasters, traditionally wizards, who do evil ritual bad things. 5e keeps that very vague, but I'm pretty sure in old editions it's like kill a baby. Like, I know that's really grim, but that's supposed to be a very evil act.
Sacrificial, sacrificial rituals.
Yeah, I usually don't do it that hardcore, but something sacrificial. So it's a very evil process, and when they do that, it's very Harry Potter. They put a fragment of their soul in an object, and so when they're destroyed anywhere in the multiverse, essentially, they can reform in that phylactery or from that phylactery. So they usually hide it away. So you found the vault of a lot of very evil people, or people who have done evil acts to do what they did, and destroyed all of those. So pretty good thing to do for the world, morally. Yeah, witches get stitches. Did that, came out. Ashimai, you were all discussing what to do next. Ashimai did go over to the Paragos, and previously that the Manchun, she had pulled out this kind of crystal pin-like device, magic, and had put it in Manchun's body, and that disintegrated his body, leaving no remnants. And you're like, oh yeah, that's a good way to clean up loose ends of him being resurrected or something. But as she leaned over at Paragos, she pulled it out into him also. And through this, revealed that she is a long, indebted is not the right word, infiltrated.
Double agent.
Double agent.
It infiltrated, yeah.
There's a word when somebody's like in the organization as
Undercover.
Rat.
Undercover.
a rat.
A mole.
Like indebted is the word I'm looking
Mole.
for.
She's kind of a mole.
Initiated.
Infiltrated.
Maybe.
Infiltrated.
It's at the tip of my brain. It's not that important. But she was a double. She was a rat. A double. She was a Harper agent. For the Manu Morai. It's I don't remember what the word is, and it's really not that. But she is a Harper agent in the Zhentarim. It clicked for some of the Manu Morai because Warden had run into an old contact here, somebody who had trained him, who revealed he was a Harper agent, but he was reporting to something more powerful or more higher up, and they were eliminating his memory. And so even though he was interrogated, he wasn't able to reveal who that person was. Ended up being, as we see, it's probably Ashimai. An important moment that the Manu Morai had before they came down here, they, Lorelei and Vi, Tim's character, had very strong Zhentarim ties. And they had told the Paragos before they met in like a little command tent coming down here, like, we're going to join the Zhentarim because the Paragos wanted them officially in the fold and give them positions of power and the resources of the Zhentarim. So there was actually a really great moment for them. That was a lot of tension. They told the Paragos, we're gonna do this, and then they got not in a detrimental way, but cold feet, right? They're like, we're gonna change our minds on that. So they go to the command tent before battle, and the Paragos was like, "You're here to swear yourself. Let's get this done," And they're like, we changed our mind, and it was definitely an impression of the Paragos. He doesn't like being told no, or at least people telling him one thing and then changing their minds with his expectations, right? But he, I think at that moment you all had rolled some like checks too, just to see if he reacted more negatively to that encounter, but nothing bad happened. And so they continued working together, but not officially a part of the Zhentarim. An important note in that moment too, though, is that when they showed up, Manu Morai was like, "Oh, by the way, the Harpers want to kill you all." And at that time, Ashimai was kind of like, "Oh, wow, really? The Harpers are always trying to kill us. Thanks for letting it." She was being a sarcastic bitch, which is layers of it now, of her irony of saying that to you all. So there is, on one hand, you told the Zhentarim that there is a Harper plot, but you did not bind yourselves closer to them officially. So that's providing context to why Ashimai, after she destroyed the Paragos' body, she might not be a fan of you, but in this moment, she's going, "You're not Zhentarim. So if you don't interfere, you can walk away." And she's looking at Lorelei specifically because she was the one that had the stronger connection to the Zhentarim. Okay.
So if we're picking up kind of like where she was like, "Will you stand down?" Is that kind of where?
Are you comfortable with that? Because I think I'm comfortable with that. Yeah.
Right.
Because I know you're in and out.
Yeah. No,
okay.
I was not in my prime last week.
Yeah.
I am ready. Let's fucking
do
do it. Let's do it.
Okay.
Lorelei would, I think, internally she's like, her heart starts beating a little faster, but externally she's like very much like keeping her cool. So she'd like kind of cross her arms and raise one eyebrow and say, "Do you mean to tell me that you're going to not only kill the entire Zhentarim, but what about those who allied themselves with the Greens? Like the Open Lady? Are not? Will they die too?"
They are not a part of the machinations of the Zhentarim.
So even
This
if they're fighting with the
organization-
Zhentarim right now, they're safe?
They are.
Insight check.
Yeah, seriously. I
Alright,
was
roll
about
an
to say, I
insight
don't
check.
believe a word coming out of this lady's mouth.
Oh, above table, I just realized I don't even have her stat block up, so just one second. A little important.
19?
Okay. Okay, I see a 19 from you. Do you want to roll one too, Rob? Warden?
Nah, I'll let Lindsay have it.
I mean,
Oh man.
anyone can, just so you know, don't
Go
feel
for it,
pressure
yeah.
not to. It's like, this is an important moment if anybody
Okay.
wants insight to the situation. And I'm putting a lot of focus on Lorelai, but it's
Yeah,
not
well.
lost on me, right, Warden? You have a lot of connections here, right? This is an important moment for
It
you
was a
too.
12 anyway.
Okay. Um,
I'm gonna. Kim's very interested in this, but he doesn't.
Okay.
Hmm.
What year read with a 19 on her? Okay, actually, this is a very weird thing, Lorelai. You actually you're rolling with disadvantage. I did forget about this. If you guys don't remember, Warden, he actually did an insight check when Ashmai was standing over the Paraghost, but he had to do it at disadvantage. There's nothing magical happening here. I'm going to be very clear mechanically. For somebody who was so deeply rooted into a ruse of being Zhentarim for as long as she has and at her position, mechanically, insight checks against her are automatically disadvantaged. That's just how
Yeah, that makes
good
sense,
she
right?
is at
She's a
hiding
spy.
herself. Yeah.
She's a spy. She's super good at deception. Great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your
Method
minimum is still
actor.
going to be 19, though, right? So I guess it's not that important.
Unless I roll a nat one.
Yeah. Ooh.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think we went through a lot of inspirations, but I don't know if you still have your little copper
I
piece
have.
or anything.
It says that I have. Yes, I have my copper piece. I didn't use my copper piece.
Okay. You can do a reroll with the copper
I
piece.
I am indeed going to do that. That's better. 21. Okay. So 19 is still. I don't know if that's how that works. 19 is still.
Yeah, disadvantage. So 19 is the number. Yep. 19. From what you can tell with the 19, she is being truthful. That her main focus is the Zhentarim as an organization, not affiliates.
Okay. So Lorelai's gonna outwardly, you'll see Lorelai kind of like, peering at, like staring at her, like clearly trying to like suss her out a little bit. And then she's gonna relax a little bit and lean back and just say, "Oh then, be my guest. Who am I to stand in the way?"
So I'm going to ask do I need a call for a deception check?
Yes.
Okay, so go ahead and roll a deception check.
Okay. 19.
19. Okay. Okay. I'm rolling now. I'm not gonna show you the roll on this, but I am rolling it. Okay. She's holding her wand out still and kind of looks at the rest of you.
Don't do it.
Very well. You're all capable and powerful. You've made the right choice today. Whatever your feelings for the Paraghost, you have not seen what I have seen. The war crimes that he has committed. War profiteering is still an illness upon the whole Sword Coast. I will take my leave.
Just so what I'm watching for, what Lorelai's, and she like while she's having this little speech, could I hold an action?
That's tricky. In my opinion, holding an action, because it's like this, right? If someone was to hold a spell, they're technically casting it, right? So all of those somatics and stuff are involved. So it depends on the action you're trying to hold. Like, like holding an insight check is one thing. I know it's a weird thing. Holding an attack or a spell that's very visual. But I do like to allow people to do sleight of hands if they're trying in scenarios
So
like this.
That's kind of what I would she doesn't feel comfortable moving, but what she is gonna do is she's gonna like, as Ashmai's like glancing around at everyone, Lorelai's gonna glance around at everyone, and Lorelai's particularly gonna look at Warden. And she's gonna just like look at him and glance at Ashmai and just raise her eyebrow.
Okay, Warden, if you want to roll an insight check to interpret her behavior, and then Lindsay can give you a more specific if you roll high enough.
Sure. 15.
Okay.
Okay, and she's trying to like send you a message with her facial expression. So
yeah, 400%. And I think for 15 is a high enough DC because you guys have been working together long enough to in very intense atmospheres that you can tell him what you're trying to communicate to him.
She's essentially trying to communicate like, are you okay if I take care of this bitch? Like, I don't. Yeah, are you okay if Lorelai attacks her?
Yeah, so I like to imagine you're reading the tension and Lorelai's like throwing dagger hand, if you don't mind me just saying that. And you see her kind of look, and you see that hand, and as she's turning and looking
like
at
my
everyone,
hand's like inching towards my dagger. Yeah.
Yeah, and Ashmai's
He
turning
will,
and having her little speech.
Give lock eyes and just give like the smallest like nod of his head that he can.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and sleight of hand palm my dagger to ready an attack, as soon as she looks away from me.
Well, just go ahead and do the sleight of hand because she's glancing back and forth, but she's like not pointing the wand, but it's still out. She's still not.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, no.
No. Did you get your inspiration on the first one?
She did not.
I
She
did.
rolled it.
No, because I re-rolled it.
Oh.
I should have let that one. No, I mean this is narratively, yeah, that the dice spoke.
Thank you for being open to the nat 1 on the checks, by the way. I do think it adds a little extra excitement to the.
Absolutely. Hey,
the
you know what?
chance
This is
of
this is a tense moment, and like, if this could be like Lorelai is like maybe like shaking with anger or something. I don't know. Like, there could be a lot of reasons for her to fail sleight of hand at this moment.
If she got a nat 1, I mean, is it safe to say that Ashmi would pick it up, but everybody else would too?
I mean, you're
so
close to me.
Things are happening quickly here, right?
Right.
If you're watching Lorelai, for those who are familiar with her, I feel like you all see her like subtlety trying to get to this moment. But you go for the dagger, and we're going to roll initiative, and there's no surprise or anything here.
I was hoping to get a surprise attack. Yeah.
Yep.
All right, let's do this.
Give me 1 second, because I feel like I'm going to add something here, and then it's just it'll like populate the actual old tokens. Yeah, I'm just going to do a fresh, clean token setup here. All right. Bam.
Can't believe I've rolled so shit today so far.
All right.
Like in such very high stakes stuff too.
Oh, damn, hero me is ready.
I think Keenan's a little
Really,
tired.
really higher.
Did I get everyone in that? Okay. I will roll her initiative in publicly, because I definitely don't want you guys to feel like I'm debating you on that one.
So I will say, plan A, guys, was I was gonna send message. I was gonna try and send message like straight up to Arnott to warn him of the attack. Was what I was hoping to do first. Plan B was I was going. Go ahead.
Just to add one little detail for you, Arnot's not a part of the conflicts above. I don't think, unless I misremembering, he's been like an advisory role.
mean,
When you did the attack, I don't think he was. Did he go out into the combat like above table?
I just
I don't
remember.
think he did, but I don't remember.
So I guess that was like, that might be an incorrect assumption because like he and the open lady were like in like the planning tent, right? Like with the Paragost. Like I don't know if they ever actually went. We don't know if they went to the battlefield or like they
Yeah,
might have said something
if
that like indicated they weren't, but
yeah,
that was Lorelai's fear.
if you guys could correct me if I'm wrong, if I remember the order of events, you met with the Paragos and Ash and my open lady are not at Castle Waterdeep. And then the
Right.
next day you were going to meet the Paragos. You did that. I don't think the open lady and
They weren't
Arnott
there.
joined for the battle. Yeah.
Okay.
Just
That's cool.
just so you have the complete picture, because Arnott's an important NPC and I know you're making a lot of choices based around where is Arnott right now. Okay.
Yeah. So that would still stand though, because even though she said that Arnott and the open lady were safe, she believes her. Lorelai's not comfortable leaving someone who's like this level of an enemy, who knows like this much about her involvement with the Zhentarim, and who is so anti-Zhentarim, like to like go out in the world and like act against me in the future. Like that's what this is about at this point. Lorelai's honestly fine with the Zhentarim like being eradicated. She's been trying to get out of the Zhentarim for a while. So like the practical part of her is like, all right, that's fine, let them do it. But like Ashimai in particular has shown that she's so untrustworthy and is capable of like acting in like really powerful ways against her enemies.
And she knows all of our abilities and what we can do.
All of our abilities, all of our weaknesses, and has no reason to like us.
Yep.
Also, I don't know if it would have affected my insight check earlier, but I sent that message to Yesvil and she said all of them need to go.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's funny. That's one way to interpret it. Yeah, 100%.
Damn.
Okay. All right, I'm rolling for Ashimai. Yeah, there's a lot of still moving parts here. So let's see here. Okay. I need to check one thing, so just bear with me.
Oh. Archie, roll me first.
I know, Hiromi rolled a nat 20. She was waiting for this. She's like, make a move, bitch. Make a fucking move.
Hiromi was on tenterhooks, clearly.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Lorelai does not believe that Ashimai doesn't consider us enemies.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Agreed. Well, and Hiromi, to be fair, like she really doesn't know anything about Zhentarim or Harpers. Like all she knows about the Zhentarim is from what she's been around and like you guys. She has no idea who the fuck these Harpers are. So she's like, you saying Harpers like means nothing to me. So
okay. So Lorelai goes and begins to go for the dagger, and Ashimai whips and turns his like this and looks directly at her. You didn't have to do this. And she begins looking like she's going to cast a spell or something of that sort. The rest of you all see all this playing out, and using your superhero reflexes, spring into action. Archie, you're up first.
Lorelai would just smile and say, yes, we did.
okay, so I just blame it on like his wolf instincts, but he's like, oh shit, we're going. And so he's gonna scamper up to her. Oh, okay. Yeah. He's gonna go in for the kill. First hit is gonna be a 28.
Yeah.
Okay. You go in for the swing, and As you do it, there's a strange shimmer, and I need you to do it at disadvantage.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Oh. Yeah, 28,
28.
still.
28 would hit, but you see as your hand goes through that there's an illusion of Ashimai standing in that spot.
Oh.
What is your passive perception?
Oh, Archie's is a 14.
14.
Use your sniffer.
I know.
And you smell for her as she... You go through it. She's not there. And she's standing in an illusion. She turns and looks at you. And your passive perception, unfortunately, is not enough to smell where she is.
Okay. Well, I don't think I have anything else. And I can't, like, use an action to sniff her out because I already made an attack action.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay. Well, that sucks.
Don't you have multi-attack?
Yeah. I mean, I could just start swinging in, like, empty air.
Yeah, I mean, isn't it just like if a creature is invisible to you, it's just disadvantage on the attack? If you start,
Normally, yes. But there's a passive perception here that's not catching the exact spots. There's a stealth roll involved at the moment. In this scenario, you can choose, like, I would like to try for this square if you want. You still have your movement, and if you're lucky, maybe you'll get close to something.
Okay, so here... What if, so I technically have 2 attacks, including my bonus action. Could I... There'd probably be an action. I wanted to take my pole of angling. My fishing pole. Out and use it, and, like, sorry, it's an action to do that. Or, like, an attack action.
You can use different weapons for
I
different
am, like-
right?
If you want to reflavor one of your normal attacks as the fishing pole, you can.
Okay. Okay, so...
Are you just trying to get more reach from it or something?
No, okay, so basically what Archie wants to do is, like, cast a line, but, like, cast it horizontally to see if it catches on anything in the room.
He's gonna like turn in a circle and whip it around.
You would still have to, like, pick a square, unfortunately. Like, you have to pick a square and then hope
like a
to get
specific
that
square.
Yeah.
Not like maybe like a line.
It would only work if that thing had a line attack. Does that make sense? Not even like, you know, Ishka's got pole arm with reach of 10 feet. She can't choose
well, I'm not even
two
like
squares at once. I know you're trying, but I am trying to stick as close to mechanics and raw as possible in the moment.
Oh yeah, you're
so
good.
Video game rules are active right now.
Yeah, I was mostly like trying to figure out like her location by that, but
that's a perception check, right? And in that case, you're using that along. You know, that's still an action to do a perception check with that to feel out of space.
Okay. Well, in that case,
like I would lower the DC, you know, to do that perception if you had the action, but unfortunately, that's
right.
Roll. Yep.
Okay, then in that case, so her illusion was here.
Mm-hmm.
Does Archie know anything about it? It's only one illusion, right?
Yeah, you just.
And did that dissipate when I touched it?
Let me check actually. It's still standing there. And if anything, it's reacting and moving like it was fighting, but then kind of smiles at you.
Okay. Well, shit. I guess, he'll take 2 swings, maybe at like this square to the left of him. And then maybe the square closer to Lorelei.
Okay, sorry, ping the squares again.
So the square like adjacent to her.
Okay,
Like,
go ahead and roll at disadvantage.
Okay. It's a 19 at disadvantage.
Okay.
Hey.
You roll a 19 at disadvantage, but you hit nothing in that space.
Okay, he'll try this one down here, like right directly below him.
Okay. Roll at disadvantage.
Ooh, 17.
17. You swing a 17. You don't
Oops.
feel or
Oh,
hit
no.
anything.
Okay, well, he growls in frustration. That's about it.
Okay. It is Hiromi's turn.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
What is Hiromi's
Fuck.
passive perception?
Not great. 12.
12. Yep. Things are in the dark right now for her.
Okay. So what Ashmi was doing, she was about ready to cast a spell like on Lorelei. Was that what it was basically? Or just cast a spell in
that
general?
was the appearance casting a spell. Okay. She was looking
Okay.
at Lorelei when it was happening.
Okay. So Hiromi, they are going to transform as a bonus action, and then as an action, Akumu's gonna like surround Lorelei and try to like cover up her body as much as possible.
You're so sweet.
And like, trying to get like full body coverage, like with wings, arms, limbs, tentacles.
Do we know what this wand is that she was holding?
Nothing specific.
Okay, it's not like what she used to disintegrate him.
No, it's not the object she used to disintegrate.
Making
the
sure.
Paragus. That was more like a crystal pin light. This just seems more of a really beautiful spellcasting wand.
Oh.
Good question. Okay.
So Nate, what do you think? What kind of mechanical benefit do you think that a Kumu cloak would be?
Depends on what's gonna happen here, right?
Okay. Is some spells you need to like line of sight, right?
Yeah, sometimes if it's like a dexterity saving throw, if you can use it as cover, and that'd be like a bonus at dex saves and whatnot.
Okay.
Yeah, check one thing.
And she's attacking, which means she has hopefully that can maybe come out of where she's hiding. Attacking breaks stealth, right?
Yeah, hopefully.
You see the illusion of Ashamai, as Archie went through, and then still pick up the wand and begin casting a spell. You see the illusion doing that. And as soon as the magic finishes, the illusion disappears. And I want to post something real quick just so you see it. Because I was going to post it if you just happened to catch her.
Is she baiting us?
She was that close, Archie.
No! Wait, the 106? Or where?
No,
Yeah,
right.
Oh, she was literally the...
Side.
You are one square off.
Dude, I'm so bad at that game, though.
She cast a teleport spell on herself
Oh.
and is gone.
Wait. Fuck.
Yeah.
Wait. Is that just for reaction purposes? When the illusion dissipated, did we see her for a split second?
Yeah. So you would see the illusion go away and the real Ashamai standing there, and she's casting the spell teleport. The spell, just for everyone knows, it's called Mislead. there's usually a duplicate there, and she's invisible somewhere else. So she had to use that at some point right there in front of you guys. And so when she's invisible, right? So when you cast that spell, the invisibility is dropping and the mislead. I actually, the illusion might stand up, but it's not that important for this moment. You know it's an illusion. You see the real Ashimai appearing as she's casting the spell. So what's your question here?
So casting this spell, it's not an attack roll, ability check, or saving throw, right? It's just
Fortunately not. And not even counterspell would work on this because she was technically invisible when she was casting it, and Kaelin doesn't have that ability at the moment. So Ashimai,
I'm fucked. That sucks. I'm sorry, guys.
Away.
Oh no.
That's really bad.
Good.
No, I just made us a really powerful enemy. I'm sorry, guys.
I have a question. Is Ashimi fiend or celestial by chance?
From your best understanding, does not seem to be.
Okay.
Okay. So she has teleported away. There's a battle going on above ground. What would the Misfits do Morai like to do?
Did
Above
we
table, I'll
recognize
say it
that?
like this narratively. There's still a lot at play here. The situation is not over, depending on what you guys choose. What's at your
she's going up to the battle. Assume, like, we can assume.
Did we recognize that teleport?
I think so, because she would have used it on you all to get you into the underground. Yep.
Ah, damn.
I mean, it's safe to say that. Well, shit. The green Zhentarim is probably like beaten to hell because they're still fighting the red. But maybe we can go up and ally with the green Zhentarim.
I mean, that's what. If you're saying that, like, narratively, Lorelai will say, like, I'm sorry, everyone. I mean, I don't want to ally further with the green Zhentarim. I don't want to become more entrenched in the Zhentarim. This is the leaders of the Zhentarim are dead in this kind of chaos. Like, this is my chance to get out. I've never had a chance like this.
This is an important question for your consideration. I don't know if we made this very clear when the Misfits joined. I'm pretty sure the Bastard is in the middle of that fight.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, right? They did join the combat, right?
Yeah,
loaned it to
Fired
Ashimai.
at Fazul.
I did have them fire at Fazul, but I am giving the benefit of the doubt that I don't remember exactly. I was like, I'm pretty sure they joined the fight when Ashimai appeared and teleported you all away, but I don't remember the specifics. I don't know. I don't know if Caleb said, "Hey, join the fight" or stay aloof.
Well, there was a little portal that opened, right? And it was like it took a couple shots at Fizzle.
Right.
That's me though, taking player agency away from Caleb and you all as the Bastard. Does that make sense? Because I assume they joined, right? But I'm giving the benefit of the doubt that I did they actually join? You know, like I'm not gonna like take away all that. But if Caleb would have said, "Hey, don't join the fight, stay aloof."
I think Kaylin would say just stay aloof because we don't know what the fuck's going on when we arrive. We're like,
So like we're just gonna say like there's like a moment of serendipitous of Caleb being able to do that, but I don't want to force that narrative because I don't think I do agree actually with Charlie that I can't see Caleb going like, sure, join this fight with all these people. We have no idea what's going on. I guess shoot those people. Ashimai coming in was very quick and very pressured. So I don't think the Bastard would have had clear instructions to join with these people over here because we understand exactly what's going on. So I actually agree with that, and I'm going to correct myself. I don't think the Bastard is actually a part of that combat up there. So use that for your planning. I'm going to step away or step out of talking so you guys can get into it.
so if you don't want to be part of this, Lorelai, why don't we just get back on the Bastard and leave?
Because
We'll take you and Warden and Hiromi with us.
Because I'm worried that Ashimi is gonna. I mean, I just attacked her. I was going to attack her. She clearly saw that and knows now that I'm worried that she's going to lump us in with the greens now that she knows that we consider her an enemy. The whole reason I was attacking is because I don't want to leave a powerful enemy like that. Like, she turned on Paragost. Like, he trusted her implicitly. Clearly knew that, like, they'd clearly known each other for a long time. And she just completely disintegrated him, turned on him instantly. Like, I don't want that kind of person.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, I was the one who attacked her, kinda, so I don't really care if she doesn't like me.
I just worry about leaving her to reunite with all of her compatriots.
But she's part of the Harpers.
Yeah.
And the Harpers are bad? Are they good?
No.
Obviously she's bad.
To be good, but just to bring up the bigger picture here, this is a problem that the Paragost is dead.
Yeah.
They don't have a leader.
Just recently discovered exactly how disastrous power vacuums can be. And this is a power vacuum.
So what
it's
do you
going
guys
to be
suggest?
chaos.
I mean, I don't want to make enemies. My goal was not to make enemies of the Harpers. I wanted to take this individual and eliminate an individual enemy in a shimmy. I don't want to. That's my concern about if we go up there and like go and try and kill her in front of her allies. That's not what we want to do. I don't think.
Yeah, but I think that's already too late. That's already set in motion. Who's the leader of the Harpers?
She's got to be high up there.
I don't know if the Harpers... Sorry, this is above table. I don't know if they have a specific leader.
We're going to roll a history check, and you have advantage because you have interacted with them, though you weren't in there, so still high DC, but you'll have advantage.
Maybe it's the 9 fingers of someone.
Dan.
The 2 fingers. And I'm not seeing
I'm
your
so mad I didn't hit
rolls, Rob, for some reason.
Are you not? Oh,
No.
Oh yeah, I'm not seeing them either.
I'm trusting your rolls, but I'm just letting you know it's just a weird little detail. I'm still trusting your rolls.
Why are they not showing up?
I wonder if because you used somebody else's laptop last time we played in Hawaii.
Oh, that's probably
I wonder if
it.
it's like just messing around with it for some reason.
Yeah, that's likely.
We can look at that later. That's not a huge deal on my end.
I rolled a 15.
15. There is a leadership of some sort, but you are not familiar with what the leadership is.
I sure never met them.
So Paragos was the green leader of the Zhentarim, and the red is over there.
We killed them. Yep.
Who has the sword, by the way? Was it Archie?
I have the sword.
You have the sword, and it's just kind of strapped to your back, right?
Yeah, something like that.
An odd feeling is coming from you in the back. The sword is attempting to remove itself. It's moving from you, and I would like you to roll a dexterity check for me.
Dexterity check. About 19.
19. This is weird. I don't necessarily have stats for him, but he does have an ability. So I'm just going to do a solid +5 because it is a sword used in combat. So let's just see here. Cool. The sword begins to try and unsheath from your back and like move, and it's able to this impossibly sharp blade. By the way, I have an actual description of it. The blade itself is this infernal black darkness to it. It's just this otherworldly dark metal, and there's these 2 red emeralds, not the right word, 2 red gems in the hilt of it. But the metal itself would be very eye-catching. It's like almost like it's eating the light, right? And that whole kind of idea when the black is so black, it's just like light seems to get dimmer around it.
That matches with Warden.
Yeah. but you feel it moving and you grab it. I told you there was treachery afoot. The Pergos must be avenged.
We're working on it at the moment.
You are not working fast enough.
Is this like speaking out loud or in Warden's head?
Let me actually check the detail real quick, because I have specific lore for it, and I actually want to make sure I get it right.
Oh, what's
speaking
it
out
called?
loud,
I guess I gotta
though.
learn that when we identify it.
I didn't take identify because most of like Nate was saying most
Yeah,
of what
it's all right.
we can do for identify is what can be done in a short rest.
Unless it's badly cursed or something, and then.
Hirami already has too many voices in her head. She doesn't.
Okay, no voice. It's not out loud. It is telepathic, so you're hearing this in your head, Warden.
So Warden's just talking to nobody.
Unless he telepathically responds.
To be fair, though, I think the sword actually would be telepathically speaking to all of you. And so everyone's minds is hearing this voice from the sword.
I think that's probably. I think we should at least begin making our way, trying to get up there. It might take us some time to get to the surface. Do you remember what room there was? Like they had a big teleportation circle in like the second floor down, didn't they?
Oh, they did.
Yeah,
I remember that.
that's what I was gonna kind of aim for.
Yeah, which room was that? I'm looking at the pages real quick.
That's
But wouldn't that
possibility.
lead
Also,
to-
we're really fucked up.
Oh,
right
wasn't
now.
it in the? It was in the goop room,
Yeah, well, it was in the
No.
room.
or
Yeah, it was near that. It was.
It was in
Remember
the.
we came out of like the big room
Do this.
with like all of the stone
Oh.
pillars into like the area where there's a
think
bunch
it's
of
this
bedrooms,
one.
and then below that, like was a
Yeah.
room
yeah,
where they were like
where
healing
they're
people and
resurrecting
sending
all the
them back.
people and sending them
I
back
remember
in.
the room you're talking about.
Yeah, you guys opened the door and they're like, they said something smart to you all, like, get them all healed up or something.
Yeah, because they're
Yeah, I'm pretty
yeah,
sure.
Go.
I'm
zombies.
pinging the room. I
Yeah.
changed the Roll20 screen. I'm pretty sure it's this room.
Yeah.
Can't see it.
Yeah, I remember that one.
It is.
Oh yeah, I'm not going to go too much effort to reveal, but that's a really great memory. There was a spot where people were
That's yours.
teleported in to be
But-
healed
Yeah.
up and return to the fight.
Wouldn't that be part of the Reds and Zhentarim?
Yeah, I mean, we would come
portal?
in behind the Reds. We would indeed come behind the Reds. I think.
And- You're against the Reds.
I mean, I am
Right.
very against the Reds in no matter what. I am trying to be neutral to the Harpers
okay.
and the Greens. I'm happy to fight Reds, but I don't want to get lumped in with the Greens. So I don't. My most recent big decision clearly didn't turn out very great, so I'm gonna defer to the group on this. What do you guys think we should do? Warden, Hiromi, particularly since you guys kind of know.
Here's another problem. We're spent.
Well,
So I'm going to say
think
something just for you guys' consideration, because I told Lindsay this, and I just want to make sure you guys are empowered also. This, for me, is a ribbon on their storyline of kind of what the ending looks like. Mechanics is going to be very, in your player minds. Combat exhaustion, for those who've been doing the dungeon crawl for months, is going to be a part of your minds. I'm most interested on your decisions narratively, and then we're going to resolve it, right? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Obviously, use that for your players. If your character's feeling exhausted, doesn't want to go into combat, do that. As players, I don't want you to feel too influenced by that strategically from a player perspective. So I'm going to now shut back up.
like if we said like, oh yeah, let's take the teleportation circle up and like, do our best. Like, let's fight through some reds as a team or whatever. And it's like
join
battlefield.
the Harpers and try, or
Yeah.
find Ashtamai on the battlefield. We're going to resolve that.
And then an accident happens.
That's what I was thinking. That's what I was going to tell through the sending stone, was to be like, oh no, Ashtamai, a Thane came down and killed her, guys. Uh-oh. Like, that's what Lorelai was going to do, and with the sending stone.
And Warren, you don't know who your contact is, right?
No, I know who my contact is.
Do we know if she's out there?
She's out there.
Well,
We can fight against the Reds. And I would put us, quote unquote, on the same side as at least the Greens, and maybe the Harpers wouldn't, unless she's told them all to watch out for us.
well, if these Harpers are as good as you say, maybe they'll make a consideration.
They are very black and white.
They're going to see me as an enemy.
They're probably going to see all of us as enemies.
Considering you have the sword, and they're going to be asking, how do you got the Paragos sword?
Well, actually, that would work in your favor, because if, the Paraghost is their enemy, you have their enemy's sword, maybe you defeated the enemy.
The sword is actively fighting against you every moment, by the way, Warden.
As we're walking up?
We are going.
Like, as we're
If
running
you
up?
try to leave, he does not want to leave the body of the Paraghost. I'm
thought it
trying to
was
give you guys
disintegrated.
RP. Well, where the Paraghost was, right? There's still like armor and stuff left behind. Actually, I guess there wouldn't be armor. Disintegrate does everything except for like magic items. So like where the dust and ashes were. I wasn't trying to annoy you guys with that through your RP, but he is actively trying to escape from you, Warden. Like, you're making dex checks constantly, trying to keep him at your back.
Can you speak?
What do you mean, can I speak? The Paraghost, he's here. We must keep him alive. You allowed him to die. You are not worthy. You are a part of the plan to have him assassinated.
No.
I'm the one. We warned him of the assassination.
I warned you and you did not listen. You took me from his body. I could have protected him if you had left me with him, as is my right and bond.
He would have protected him in death.
In technicality, I did use gentle repose on him. I wanted to keep him alive till we got him up.
So we have his souls.
Roll a persuasion check.
The souls are safe right there. I'm going to point at Damaris.
Persuasion is my best skill.
For assistance with that.
17.
So the thing with Charlie, one
souls
thing we'll learn
safe and
is
sound.
that his good skills, like Arcana, he rolls low on, and then he rolls. You actually butt that trend. You've drawn so many good Arcana checks since we were down.
Yes.
It became a meme. He'd be like trying to do like Artificer stuff and like doing a little skill checking. It was
All
really
failed.
poorly. But 17's enough. You would have gotten assistance if he had not rolled well enough. If you did cast that spell and I felt his body be preserved, where are his souls?
Right there.
If I am to trust you, release me from my bonds.
Oh. This could be a good opportunity to kill Ashami.
What are you going to do when you are released? Are you going to attack us? Where are you going to go?
Being truthful, you will not have the wrath of determination upon you.
Okay. I will release the sword.
You kind of like release the bound you had it on there, and it was like being ruined because he's just rubbing against whatever like remnants of Warden cloth that is there, right? But it's a long sword, and just like big for a long sword, but just like floats off of your back and just like hovers and then begins to float and fly towards Samaris before you. You have the soul of the Paraghost.
I have 5 souls, the Paraghost.
I find your words truthful. His souls are a secret and sacred. Are you worthy enough to wield me in our vengeance?
Ooh.
Holder of the Paraghost.
Ooh.
What kind of sword is this again?
It's a long sword.
She just looks at it. I'm usually more of a dagger girl myself, but
To your
I can
daggers
still learn some new
sense
tricks.
vengeance against Ashamai the betrayer.
Yeah, vengeance.
I love vengeance. That's one of my favorite things. It sounds like we're gonna get along really well, if you ask me.
And the sword kind of turns, like there's no face or anything, but it's almost like it's turning to speak to all of you. If I have your word on the vengeance of the Paraghost, you have an ally in determination. And if she holds the souls of the Paraghost, she may wield me in vengeance, or I will wield myself, as is my due.
That's cool.
Yeah, let's fuck
That's
this bitch
awesome.
up.
Do it.
Then let us go.
Dash, 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 dash.
Okay. All right, so it sounds like you guys are going to try and make it to the teleport room.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Excellent.
As we're running, I'm like, are we just gonna go up there and try and like let this sword loose on Ashmai and fight some reds? Is that what we're doing?
Oh, at the very least, we have an ally. And one that the Harbors can blame, not us.
Absolutely. Hey, if the Paraghost's sentient sword kills her in retaliation for her subterfuge, that's not on us.
All right, you guys are allowed to speak and do a little bit of planning as you run to the teleportation circle. So
As we're
Yeah, that
Naruto
was a
running.
question.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
feel free to keep talking. You tell me when you're ready to bamf up.
Yeah, Hiromi kind of gestures over to Caleb. Do you know where this ship is of yours?
It's up there, and he points up. I have no idea. It's somewhere up in the air. She teleported us down here. Here, I don't know where's here.
Do you have a way of calling the ship, or is there anyone on the ship that you can call?
I do not have a sending stone, unfortunately. Unless...
What did Artificer Caleb have for communication?
Oh, that's a good question.
Probably message.
I have message. I can send a message to someone once we get onto the battlefield within 100. I could probably send a message to the,
Yeah, I'm
the
taking
ship.
a moment here for Charlie as Caleb, since he
Yeah,
was brave enough to, or kind enough, whatever you want to look at it, change his class. If he had an ability to communicate before as Caleb to the bastard, I want to reestablish that, even if it's a sending stone or something. I'm just curious if you remembered it. If you had you might have not even had the ability to. I don't know. I don't remember. Other people in the party might have cast something for you. Yeah.
Right. I think the only person that had a sending stone was Shion.
Yeah. Above table,
which she
you
communicated
guys,
with
question. Yes, you guys have that sending stone. There's no reason for that not to be not there, right? So one of you guys in the Misfits can determine who has the sending stone to question. But
God, I
you
forgot
would
we left
100%
Question on a ship in the
Yeah.
middle of the battle. Fuck. Oh no! She's probably shitting her pants.
She's definitely.
She's like hunkered down underneath the table.
So, you guys decide between yourselves who has that sending stone to Question, and then you can add it.
I
to
can
your-
take it. Unless someone else wants it.
Sure.
No, Archie is not responsible enough.
What? You don't
He
want to
wouldn't
talk
be
to me on
just
over the phone,
responsible.
Archie?
You would literally think it's
we just-
like an
Hey,
actual
Archie,
rock and just
it's
leave
me.
it.
Want to know what you're up to? You guys are okay now?
Oh yeah, no, I'm good.
Immediately,
Yeah, no. Somebody
Archie
else
hands it
take
to
this
Samaras.
Archie's like the old man who doesn't want anything to do with technology. No, get her away from me.
I like the idea of Samaras having it. So if you want to add a sending stone into your inventory, Samaras, you do have one with Question.
Okay.
Now
Yeah, but
it's-
Hirami's kind of asking this out loud. Basically, she's like, we're going to need a quick escape, possibly. So I want to have the ship ready to go.
Sorry, I'm just adding sending stones. I actually already had one in my inventory and I don't know why.
Probably a question. Sending stone.
It could be Question sending stone. Yeah, I don't know what that
Could
one went to
be.
either.
I feel like I took them I bought them, but I don't remember why. Maybe for
Lindsay.
Lorelai? Me and Lorelai?
Oh wait, you
Actually,
guys
I
did ask for like
remember.
interplanar ones, right? You guys did ask about that at some point. Yeah,
Yeah.
I totally
Yes.
forgot about that. Yeah,
Nice.
I don't think I even made it a
Yes.
ruling on it. I just forgot.
That's funny.
Ironically, you guys had a way to talk.
But yeah, so yeah, she would get out the sending stone and light it up, whatever she has to do.
Beep boop, beep boop.
Question. Wait, hold on. They can't be used
Sending
again
is
until the next
point
time. Let me
backwards.
think about it.
What'd you say? You can't use what until dawn?
Too late, she heard it.
And it's
Full adjuster.
I wasn't going to nitpick it, but Lindsay, don't forget, you wanted to use that sending stone, but sending stones generally have one usage. I wasn't going to penalize you on that, but because I thought it was still a great idea.
Oh, right. The
Yeah.
Ashima one. Okay, yeah.
I was going to allow it for sure, but just as a general rule, just always let's.
Yeah,
remember
I
that.
forgot.
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay. Hey, question. We're on our way back above ground. Are you still alive and on the ship? Hope so. See ya soon.
Pick us up. Pick us up.
Samaras.
Pick us up.
Oh, wait, instead of Samaras, pick us up? With an upward inflection so that it's a question. And that's 25 words.
Oh,
Pick
hey,
this up.
good to hear your voice. There's a war going on. There's armies. We're kind of watching. I saw you. I saw you for a second. We shot at that guy. He looked really evil. Mariana said Caitlin would want this, and she shot. She's really cool. Pick you up? Sure.
Cool.
Okay.
We got it right, everybody.
Yeah, there's the interaction.
All right.
All right, so yeah, you guys are still running. Hoof, 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 hoof. For the Misfits, I love the idea because I was imagining everything you guys went through. Like you're seeing the carnage that the
Hordes of bodies.
Yeah, Manu de Morai.
Yep.
There's just bodies everywhere. Every room you go into, it's just like, oh god, or maybe not oh god, right? Whatever your reaction is, but there's just bloody scenes everywhere. There's just bodies and bodies and bodies.
Yeah, Archie skids on some blood. He like starts flicking his foot.
There literally is a room I think that had blood on like in the floor as you go through it, as a part of like a trap.
Good thing it looks tasty.
A bronze pentacles etching of a rat's head in the center, a 1 pound egg with a bright red shell, silver tree by mirror made from a real teardrop, a dead sprite inside a clear glass bottle.
An
Love it.
egg?
I like the thought of an egg.
Yeah.
Turn the
I don't know,
rest
man.
into a
That's what the
fucking
trinkets
Easter egg.
table gave me.
That's so funny.
You have made it to the teleportation circle. Any last comments or considerations before you step through it?
Well,
Sorry, I couldn't hear that. What was the second half of your sentence?
You've made it to the teleportation circle. You're there on the brink. Is there any last comments or considerations amongst yourselves before you activate it and step through?
Yeah, I mean, I guess Lorelai was still kind of waiting for confirmation from the rest of the. She wants to make sure that everyone else is like on board with like go kill some reds and try and surreptitiously get this sword to enact vengeance upon Shemi, right?
We can do our
whatever
best.
you need.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Gotta go
Yeah.
there
Alright.
anyway.
Hiromi just nods the group. Stay together, stay alive. Remember, sometimes a retreat is the best tactic.
And if a pedal hits me in the head, I'm down. Just letting you know.
Okay.
Just letting you know.
Caleb just
Noted.
All right. Whoosh.
All right. Let's do this.
Oh, it transformed before we went in there.
Remember, I'm not worried. We're narrative right now, okay? We're not worried
Okay.
about hard mechanics. We're going to resolve this through narrative. It's I don't have like any. There's no battle
Lorelai's
map
still
or anything
got-
like that.
Pretty decent health and a whole lot of attacks with her sword left.
Ah, here's Lady Moonstar.
I have 1 HP.
Oh, Amber's back.
Okay. So you all step through the portal. Caleb, you're able to reverse engineering how it works, and you activate it. And the Misfits do Morai go through the portal. You appear to the sound of explosions and metal clashing as you're out on the hill that the Zhentarim was holding. And you look down, you're like closer to the top of the hill. Below, you see where the fight is still ongoing. So the red forces are the red baddies are defending on the top of the mountain, and the greens or the hill, and the greens were pushing up the hill fighting. There's still some spellcasters going on and on. Like it's been like an hour of just full on combat. But you all, from your vantage, you see the new arrivals in the distance. A new force coming in on horses. Pretty substantial force for what it is. Not the biggest, but enough to make an impact on this battle. You're standing there. There are Zhentarim and Thayans around you. And you begin to enact your plan, which is to support the reds, support the greens against the reds, and then through all this attempt to have Ashimai killed by the sword determination. Excellent. I'm going to give Lindsay, this is your choice, I think, with the most stakes. Do you want narrative roles for outcomes, or do you want to have this happen? Does that make sense? Your resolution. Do you want chance involved here, or do we just want to dictate how this ties up?
So, I guess, I mean, like, I feel like taking chance completely out of it is like very railroady.
Yeah,
and
there is
like,
a railroad aspect to it because it's kind of an epilogue. So I wanted to give you that option if you wanted a nice,
right,
tidy finish.
which I do really, I don't want to, yeah, I totally see what you mean. I don't want to leave loose ends. I don't want to, like, have stuff feel unfinished, but
It's also D&D, right? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it's also D&D, and, like, I am a fan of, like, the dice, make the call kind of thing. I don't know. What do other people feel?
Yeah. Oh, I like the dice rolls. But it's your epilogue too, so.
Yep. Whatever you want to do.
I think.
I think if it gets like really bad, we can kind of fluff it a little bit. Like maybe it's like, oh shit, we bomb ourselves.
Other,
Yeah.
Just tame it down just a little bit.
Just water it down a little bit.
I mean, I think.
Well, let's say this. you'll be rolling against. I'm going to be using Ask for my stats, but you all have destroyed Fazul, a huge and the hierarchy of the Reds. So I'll give her a penalty to her rolls, her maximum roll. While you, Lindsay, you still get to use as Lorelei her highest stat roll, like whether it's a weapon or a spell. Most likely a weapon for you, right? Like your bow or whatever.
Yeah, my sword, my rapier.
Yeah, so things will be tipped in your favor. But as we saw with the Fazul fight, sometimes the dice don't care.
Right.
And it's 3 successes to whoever gets 3 successes first. You can't lose on a nat 20, but you can't auto succeed on a nat 20 unless the total is, you can't lose on a nat 20.
Okay, that makes sense.
And we probably have a favor because the sword is hell bent on destroying her too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm a fan of dice, D&D. If I wanted to just win something, I'd play a video game.
Yeah, sounds good. All right. So you peer up there and you begin getting into the fight. Calum and the Misfits, you do see the bastard kind of off in the distance. But do you do anything to get their attention? Like, we're here. Because I know, like, there's not a lot of magic and, Calum's a little bit tapped out. So is there anything you guys would like to do to try and get the bastard's attention?
Firebolt flare.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much what it'll be. Firebolt flare.
Excellent. You just send it up in the air. You catch their attention. So the bastard is swooping in to capture you all. Do you want to have the bastard help influence the fight narratively?
Yes.
Excellent. So the Reds are beginning to turn and realize there's intruders behind them. So the combat, some of them turn and run at you. A lot of low-level stuff here. Some more of those like low-level wizards. So you guys are spent, but there is this scene with you at the top of the hill with forces turning on you and fighting you, and it's like the zombie horde vibe, right? Pushing up, but you guys are cutting them down, firebolting, daggers are going in and out as they're going down, teleporting back, cutting them down. As the bastard comes in, seeing what you're doing, they light a couple of their shots, right? Down into the hill itself, bodies of the Reds going up in the air. And then you see like the ladder coming down off the side. You see Question, you see Mariana, you see, oh my gosh, what's the servant's name? So many NPCs now.
Toro.
Oh,
Toro.
No.
You see
Toro.
Toro. Samaris, you see your mentor. I'm sorry, I don't remember all the NPC names. There's so many now.
Okay.
Leaning over the edge, seeing you all. And like Question gives you a wave like, there's a war! Look! Come on! and you all
shit!
jump onto the ladder and you start going up. All right. From here, Lorelei, I would like you to make your first narrative roll.
Okay, dokie.
You and the sword.
Fuck it up. There we go. That's fine. 22.
22. All right. Damn. She's crafty, but she's not that, she's not gotten those huge rolls like a Fazul or a Manchun does. So with her normal to hit is 9, but it's only a 6 now. 13. So you're on the top of, you all gather on the bastard. Feel free to chip in. I'm asking for your permission for these narratives, but if you don't like the vibe, just let me know. I like to imagine, Calum, you get on there and you start barking orders of like, continue bombarding on the faction at the top of the hill. And so you all just start joining in the fight. Maybe, Calum, you start taking control of the ship. If you wanted to get fancy with it, you're like a reinforced from Samaris's wish, right? The bastard's even more bulky. If you wanted to like have a scene where it kind of drags down through the ground, kind of like during the Tiamat fight, and kind of like the hull of the ship. There's a word for the pointy part. I don't remember what keel. That part of the bottom of the ship.
Bow?
Yeah, the underside where it's nice and pointed in. You like rake through the ground, clearing some of them off.
Hull.
Yeah, and then shots are going off. firebolts. You guys are shooting arrows or whatnot out there, and you seem to be having an effect against the fights. You do see the Harper horseback regiment, I guess is the best way to put it, now coming in and attacking what looks to be the Greens from behind, since they're the ones on the bottom looking up at the top of the hill. So the Greens are being attacked, what looks like by Harper agents. All right, we're now moving on to the next narrative roll from you, Lorelai.
30.
Damn.
All right, let's just see if there's a
Come
nat 20.
No, 19. 19
Okay.
plus 11. That's pretty good, though.
Mm.
As you're circling the battlefield, you do, as I say, how about this? As the Harper regiment's coming in, and before they attack, you note, especially all of us with our high passive perceptions, our eagle eyes in the party, you see a lone little figure out in the fields between the lines, between the Reds looking up at the hill and the Harpers coming in, and you recognize the figure of Ashamai there. Samaris, what do you say to the sword determination?
Let's do this.
You have had eyes on Ashamai, the betrayer. Shall I go alone for my vengeance?
Everyone hears this, yeah.
Yeah, telepathically. But you're the holding it right now.
Okay.
I think
She turns to Lorelai, kind of gives her a look of
we swoop
We
the
going?
bastard over. Ooh, okay, wait. This might sound ridiculous. Tell me if this is something that we couldn't do, but just it sounds cool. You guys know when have you ever seen it happens in movies or video games sometime where there's a sword or a weapon is being drawn to something really intensely, and then you're holding it back, and when you let it go, it launches like a catapult.
That's cool.
Oh yeah.
Chef's kiss.
It's I imagine just the end pointed towards I'm totally thinking backstabbing, right? Stab her in the actual back.
It also makes sense to
Pointing
me
at
that
her.
he wouldn't be asking for permission. He's just like an arrow as soon as he senses her. He's just
he's
release me for my
Exactly.
vengeance.
and you're having to hold it back until the bastard is right behind her, and just release it, and it just
Do the back too, because it's poetic justice.
I would like to add this detail, though. The sword, I'm not going to say chose Samaris, but in this brief moment with her holding the Paragoth souls, he's waiting for permission. So what do you say, Samaris, as you feel this long sword of this dark, impossible blackness, pointed like an arrow, quivering with energy and excitement?
and ready to go at Ashmai.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
There's not to be anything fancy. You can just say, have fun. Or go. Or you can just say, Samaris releases. It doesn't have to be a word or anything. It's whatever you want it to be.
backstabber.
Yeah.
Do your thing, man.
There you go. Do my
Let
thing.
it go.
Floosh! And he's just gone like a fucking javelin rocket. He's just gone. And from out in the distance, you guys just see this figure turning and gesturing to the Harper regiment coming through, and suddenly you just see you see the streak, and then you just see the body just standing there, and you see the head just fall off.
Yeah.
And the body fall to the side. All right. Ashamai has been taken care of by the sword of determination.
Poetic
Last
justice.
roll is to save the Greens from the Harpers. Okay. So, or I should say, you have 2 successes. There's still a chance that the battle might start pivoting, but this will save the Greens yeah, there's a couple ways it can go narratively, but it's one more success and like everything's finalized exactly how you want it. But a failure might have a repercussion.
Here's the question though.
Mm-hmm.
Like, would Lorelai want to save the greens? Like,
that is 100% your call.
I mean, Lorelai's association with the Zhentarim is like pretty contentious. You know, like she doesn't really, other than Arnott, like she doesn't have like friends, right? It's all like associates who like she doesn't trust at all, and like who she's worried will backstab her one day, and like people who, you know, think that they own her because they helped her out of a tough spot when she was younger, you know, like I don't
this is me not you're if me asking this you don't enjoy the vibe, please let me know, because I'm just like, I'm curious how Lorelai thinks, and I love how much thought you put into it. Do you think Lorelai sees opportunity here, like power grab herself or anything like that, or just cutting off her own loose ends, you know?
So I think Lorelai sees this as an opportunity to get out of the Zhentarim. I think what she's struggling with right now is like she's practical, like she's you know, what's the word I'm looking for? She's mercenary, you know, like she'll doesn't mind like cutting people down for like to reach her own like goals and stuff. But she's not really like a fan of like mass murder or like unnecessary, you know, death and stuff like that. Like she's not evil. She doesn't delight in like excess injury or death. And so like she doesn't necessarily like, I feel like what's holding me back and what I think would be holding her back is like she doesn't want to just like leave a bunch of people to die. You know? Like this is a war, and you know, I don't think she was anticipating having this as an option or a choice. And she wants to like cut and run from the greens, but like at the same time, so like she sees this as like this could be a huge opportunity for her, like, you know, but at the same time she doesn't want them all to die, you know, like they're not great people, but like she was one of them. Yes. I wasn't anticipating having that as an option to like
watch it all crumble.
Yeah. On the one hand, like Paragost is dead. They're gonna be pretty absorbed with their own stuff. And I think that I think she's still going to see this as an opportunity to cut and run, but that doesn't mean that she wants to leave them all to their death.
So
is there a way for us to like give them advantage before we leave?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, you know, would there be like when you say that the narrative roll is like quote unquote save, save the greens, but like, is there
so
how would that
look
like?
So let me ask. So it's this. Do you want the group to be directly influencing it, or are you asking me to just resolve their conflict through their own narrative roles? Does that make sense? Like I as the DM can roll to see what their fate is, or or
maybe could we give them an opportunity to like retreat the greens?
I mean, that's a part of it, right? There's a chance for intervention, right? And saving the greens and giving them
the question is, would we intervene, right? Would we try to like do something to save the greens?
Could we do it on the down low, maybe? Not really killing anybody, but like maybe hindering the fight from continuing.
Fire or something.
Yeah, there's one angle to look at, right? Let's say you guys are intervening from the back of the bastard. Like, it's up to, right now, near the city of Waterdeep, there's going to be a story of this big battle between the Zhentarim and whatever outcome that is. But during that battle, this scary, giant, gothic flying ship appeared, and that's going to have stories. Currently, that ship is not tied to Morai, right? They're not associated with that ship, so they don't. No one other than Ashmai knows who came in on that ship currently.
True.
So there is room for things to be influenced by the bastard, and then you hope that's like enough cover. But then later on the road, if you guys are flying around the Forgotten Realms and the bastard and going like, yeah, we're Misfits to Morai, people will connect the dots pretty easy from the giant gothic battleship flying around the world. So that's like in the plus and minuses here, or pros and cons.
If you want, you can use the bastard as a intimidation event towards the Harpers.
Yeah, I think
use it.
But I'm gonna roll.
Yeah, this is
What
tough
would be-
because go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
I would like to roll something to the effect of like Lorelai's moral fiber.
Yeah,
Like,
I
could
know.
do, like, a
Rob
morality?
knows what you're feeling right now. He does this with
Like-
Warden all the time.
I want to do like a morality roll. Like, is Lorelai going to be mercenary
100%.
enough to like let all these people die, or is she going to like intervene even though it might hurt her in the future? What would that roll look like? Like,
So
what
I
could-
usually like when Warden's doing it, Rob tells me what he's gonna roll, right? Because this is for him and his character. And so this case, it's the same thing. You can, if you want guidance, I can try and like set a DC for you, but I like how Rob does it. He sets the DC for himself and then he makes the roll, and using whatever skill he wants. Like I think you might use wisdom sometimes, Rob, for Warden.
Yeah, I usually do a wisdom saving throw.
So if you want me to set it for you, I can, or have that discussion with you, but I'm actually very comfortable with you setting all the parameters for this roll for yourself. It could be lower, it could be very high, like whatever you want, and then you can use whatever saving throw you want.
I think wisdom save does make sense because like I'm trying to decide like what would be an appropriate DC though. Would higher wisdom in this case be being more moral or being serving her own ends? I just I'm not sure how to structure that part of it. I'm not sure what.
There's a lot of variables here, right? For me, it's more a role about what ends up happening, right, rather than what is morality and what's not based on the role.
This is mostly like just a way that Lorelai can decide this.
Yeah, it's for you kind of flipping the coin for yourself, but you get to skew the odds in whatever direction you kind of want, right? Higher DC, like okay, if I roll above a 15, she saves them because I think she leans more towards the ruthless mercenary, which to me makes sense for Lorelai. She's been a little bit more logical and more not cold, right? But that she does do that.
She's callous.
Yeah. And so to me, like a DC 15 to tip it a little bit more in that favor, and then you roll the wisdom save, right? Or you're like, maybe it's a 10, maybe she's getting a little bit more, caring more for the Zhentarim, and maybe she's reflecting on like, maybe I am more attached to them than I thought they were. Then you can make the DC 10 or 12 or and you don't even have to use a wisdom saving throw. You could say DC 15 and then like just roll a D20, if you wanted. Just like get a very clear expectation.
I think I'm gonna do a wisdom save.
If you're like really split like 50-50, like I don't know what to choose, just like
DC
you would
10.
DC 10 with
and then roll a
20-sided die,
with no
yeah.
bonus. Yeah, it's 100%.
I think I'm gonna do a wisdom save because that's only a +2. That's not a high thing for her. And it's gonna be I think a DC 12.
Okay.
And over 12, she does something to intervene.
So 13 or higher, she does something?
Ooh.
Not a big deal? Okay, so she does not intervene, and she's going to let the battle play out.
She's gonna, she's going to... gaze out over the battlefield and decide that this is her opportunity to get out, and he's gonna. If I don't know if after the thing with Ashmai happens, if they're like, looking, be like, oh, what should we do? I think she's just gonna shake her head.
There is confusion in the Harper ranks whenever Ashmai falls dead. There does seem still to be the battlefield though, and there was instructions so that Harper attack seems like it's still going forward. You all have say in this narrative, but this is what I think is going to happen. Lorelai, you do see your two big loose ends in this moment, right? All of the Zhentarim and Ashmai. You watch as Ashmai falls, and then you watch as this other big loose end, big question, this organization, whether good or ill, had hold on your life, dictating. That you had to ask for permission to be where you are at one point, or for them to okay it, right? Mm-hmm. They'll no longer have any say in any sort of control, and you just, whether good or ill, on both sides. So you watch them as the red and greens fight themselves down. And if you want, you can mention to Caleb, you can pull us away now. And you guys watch it, and the bastard starts to drift away. But on top of this, as you're watching the fight and the Harpers coming in trying to finish the job, it's not easy for them, right? There's still a fight with the Harper and the remaining Zhentarim. You do see occasional, a little bit more powerful wizard or maybe a sorcerer, on each side, kind of like a little poof of magic, misty step over here, and they're going running. But Warden, you watch as Lorelai's thoughts on this process of intervention, and you can portray this however you want to, Lorelai, by imagining a scene where you kind of turn the cam, let's not intervene and let's pull back from the conflict. So
yeah, I think that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think it just would have happened we were attacking the Reds, we were clearing the way for the Reds. It became evident that the Reds were beat, and the primary battle was now between the Greens and the Harpers.
Yep.
And I think she would just turn to Caleb and be like, I think I'm done here. I think that the rest is up to them.
And I like to slide that moment over to Warden as he's watching the Zhentarim eat itself alive, and then watch as the Harpers come in to make sure the job is done. Do you have any comments or considerations for Warden in this moment as he's looking off the bow of a flying ship at the people
he's just gonna
abused you being burnt to the ground?
Just gonna watch it for a few moments and reapply his blindfold and then step away from the edge of the ship.
Excellent.
And he's gonna wander somewhere down the bastard. I don't know where.
All right.
Well done, guys.
So interesting. Lindsay feels bad about that, but I think that's Lorelai. I think that was a totally fair decision for her.
That's good character development.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna roll a quick mischief roll to see if I get my pants down quick enough to moon everybody. Nope, I didn't.
You moon people. Roll a dexterity check on the fall off the side of the bastard.
Okay. Not a saving throw.
No.
Okay, we're good. 21.
Okay. All right,
his ass is hanging off. He's like, oh shit.
Okay, let me just do a little roll 20 bookkeeping real quick. Where did I just leave you guys? Here. I just want to get all the tokens on the bastard to put the ribbon on that scene and for you guys in your new place and time through all this chaos. Warden storming the horizons there too. He would have been watching all of this unfold also. All right. Is that... Oh, actually, there is something more to resolve. Just give me 1 second. So as the bastard begins to pull away, determination, the sword comes back covered in blood. You all are letting them die.
No longer
Zhentarim
our fight.
will consume itself.
Yeah.
But you carry the Paraghost upon your person.
It's better that they die.
It is better for the Paraghost to live. I care not for the Zhentarim.
I agree, but the problem is he's not alive right now. And the force like that, unled, is chaos.
Dangerous.
It would
I
just
will
become another Red Zhentarim.
I will stay with you. Once you bring him back, he will be my master once again. I was forged for him. We cannot be separated.
Yeah, we'll do that when we can. I don't even know how to do that.
Very good. And he kind of slides over and just kind of hovers near you, Samaris. He's just kind of flying there.
Kind of like tentatively reaches out a hand to grab it.
You do not need to carry me. I will follow you.
Unless
you have a
okay.
sheath worthy.
This feels like a Charlie Caleb trap, but define a worthy sheath.
Your mother.
Well, well, Archie did try to moon us.
One forged in the hells from Avernus itself.
Hey, I've been there.
In power.
We're fresh out of the infernal sheaths, so
yeah. I think I left mine at home, so looks like you just get to float.
This is fine by me.
Fine by me too.
Okay.
Could I do one more thing before we totally pan away from the scene?
Mm-hmm. Yep, 100%.
So as the ship's turning around, Lorelai's gonna scrounge up a pen and, or whatever the fuck we write with, a writing implement and some paper, and she's gonna write a note in code to Arnott, and she's gonna give it to Amber and send it off for him.
Excellent. 100%.
And it's going to read something to the effect of Zul and Shun, Ghost, all dead. Ashmai, a traitor to the Greens. Harper's End. Greens destroying each other. Do what you must. Remember, always come out on top.
Excellent. All right. We're getting up on what my opinion is would be a break, and then we'll kind of re-step in this. So anybody else want to do anything on this kind of final epilogue-ish moment for their little adventure with the bastard leaving the field of battle as armies fight and men and women die. Excellent. All right, let's do that 10-minute break and then get back at, let's do 55 after the hour.
Wait.
Oh.
And is there such a thing as like negative character development?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Nah, I like Lorelai's outcome. I mean, me personally.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's been a goal of hers to get out, but I think that the way that it happened, I think that it's gonna like haunt her a little bit. I think that she's not really cool with what she did, but her self-preservation won out. Right? Like that's always been her stronger impulse. And she, the Zhentarim have never really had her loyalty, and being a part of the Zhentarim has been a liability for her and for the group for a long time now.
Yeah, I agree. And you gotta also think about like how the group would be liable too. So I feel like, in Hiromi's view, she saw like Lorelai went through something like a difficult choice, but she did it, to protect herself and, her group, which sometimes is a harder choice to make, but ultimately like the better one.
Yeah. Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah. And they kind of, we gave them an advantage though by taking out the reds, so I think
exactly. I mean, we did deal with a big enemy of theirs.
Yeah. And Fazul, okay, did a lot.
Did it? Yeah, because green is good. I mean, it was pretty much good versus good at the end.
Yeah, good versus gray.
Good versus black market.
Harper's black market? Well,
no, Zhentarim. The greens are.
Oh, they're black market. Oh.
The greens are like they're not evil, but they're not good. They're like very much like they're the group with like the mercenaries and like stolen goods and assassinations, like the fixers, right, who like, propaganda, like they do all kinds of stuff that's pretty
shady.
Yeah, it's like shady shit, but it's not like straight up evil, right? Like not slavery or human experimentation.
The lesser of two evils.
Right. That's what we were always picking between the lesser of two evils with the Zhentarim, and like Lorelai wants to be, she doesn't want to have to do that anymore.
You got out, kid. You got out.
Yeah.
Very curious to see what will happen next.
I like how it was a Paragos' sword that killed Ashmi. I think that was like really fucking cool.
Super. Yeah.
That was super cool.
Good revenge. Like, how dare you be my friend?
She brought that on herself.
She did. Backstabbing piece of shit.
There you go.
Right, I'll be back.
But I'm glad we survived. Killer should have died like 3 times.
I know.
I was like, wait a second, how am I alive?
I saved you one time.
Hiromi has this. I'm like, what? Okay. NPC jumped in front of me.
No.
Courageous.
Dude, we never revived fucking what was his name again? Fuck it. Ralphie.
Yeah, Ralphie.
Shit, R.I.P.
Yeah.
You fought a good fight.
I'm just a little butthurt that most of my spells were counter spells. I didn't get to use my fun spells. I was like saving the last spell. I'm like, I want to use this so bad, and then it's like, he's making me want to counter spell.
Yep.
Okay.
That was a tough battle, though, to be honest. Spellcasting is fucking scary. I can handle, somebody comes up and hits you. It's like, all right, I know what to expect. But I'm like, motherfucker's gonna try to disintegrate me? What do I do against that?
Higher levels.
I know, I'm like, shit scares me.
Like, there's just a spell called Power Word Kill. Love that.
I love that. Dude, when Nate said that, I was like, No fucking way, bro.
I had Disintegrate, and I wanted to use it on the soul so bad.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, I had to use Counterspell.
Yep. All those counter spells. I mean, did you save on one of them?
I think it
I
worked
can't remember.
one time,
One time.
maybe
yeah.
twice.
Yeah. That's some scared, bro. Spellcasters, liches are scary shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't fight a wizard's duel. And also the teleportation shit pisses me off, and fucking invisibility shit pisses me off. uh. Mm. Oh. She
Yeah.
lucky. She lucky I missed her. That's so dumb. Just my luck. I thought she would be like clear across a room, but I was like, well, let me try the squares right next to where the illusion is. What are the chances? She's like right there.
I was going to use prestidigitation. I can never say that. Prestidigitation?
Prestidigitation.
To allow sparks to fly out. And if the sparks hitting a figure, well, actually, the sparks will form around the figure.
I know. I was really wishing for the dust of choking and sneezing. I think that would be kind of funny.
Oh, yeah.
But it was meant to be. The sword was meant to kill her, backstab her.
Yeah. With the rules.
That was super cool. I love that. I love how she didn't like anticipate, the Paragos like having this sentient sword that would, take up vengeance for him. He didn't anticipate that, did you? I wonder, did she know about his sword? Probably not. Mm. Right. Well, ended up being her downfall.
Mm-hmm. All right. Now let's go fight a bunch of mind flayers. They're spellcasters.
That do psychic damage. Great.
I guess I'll get more room for counterspells.
You need to get into like Fortress.
I just.
Oh. Yeah, because they have like their own type of magic.
Psychic, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, I guess like psychic. Telepathic. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Says the fucking worm.
Post.
Well, how are we gonna fit all these people in the bastard?
Bunker up.
One will
You
just sleep
people.
on the deck.
Good. Stay out of Archie's room. No cats allowed.
Okay, well now I'm going in that fucking room.
Yep.
I'm
I don't
curious
think
to
anybody
see
wants
if,
to go in Archie's room.
no. You will see things you can't
Dust
unsee.
everywhere.
Who's scratching at the furniture?
Warden scratched on my freaking bedpost again.
Yeah, I'm gonna fuck up your door frame.
You better not. I wonder who Toro's, if he's gonna like Warden. I feel like he won't.
Oh, he's probably allergic to cats. I can see Toro
That would
being
be
allergic.
so funny. That's true.
Kind of more amorphous at the moment.
Yeah, I hope you're ready, Toro. He's even more of an asshole than I am.
Oh man. Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. They were still in battle for him because they were ready to roll. No, yes, 100%. Well, I think Toro's seen Akumu before, right? In the crossover.
Yes.
Unfortunately, Akumu takes no lip from anybody. So just saying that right now.
Mhm.
Bruh, he ain't afraid to eat an old man.
Right.
Perhaps. Akumu kind of likes Caleb. He wouldn't have healed him if he didn't like him.
That's a plus.
Mm-hmm. And he also shared a bit. Oh, I forgot about the piece. The little mini Akumu. The little Akumu.
That
Can I
took
call
over.
him? Can I call him Lil Coo?
I hate that.
But he attached a Toro at one point.
Uh-huh. Yep. I don't know why he freaked out. That's my child. Lil Coo. Sounds like a rap name. I also forget, Hiromi has other symbiotes inside of her.
Oh, I forgot about those guys.
Mm-hmm.
There's, besides Akumu, there's 2 other ones. Just taking up space. Not paying rent. That's why Hiromi did not go for that sword. She's like, homie, I don't need any more voices in my head.
Yeah, the other voices are complaining about space.
I know.
It's like, hey, I was here first.
Archie with the Vengeance Sword and Marquette is still one of my favorite moments we've ever had in any of our campaigns. That was the most tender, unexpected thing to happen.
I
Through
know.
all of our campaigns.
So sad.
It was so sad. Teared up a little bit.
You can go. Returning to his killed husband.
I know.
That was wild.
Yeah. And then the flowers started blooming around it. Started crying.
Avocado toast. Because I like to eat late. Because of my diabetes.
I'm eating these buffalo style crispy chips.
Ugh.
Real ingredients including chicken breast, egg whites, and chicken bone broth. "10 grams of protein per serving."
I'm eating dried mango.
Ooh. I got pineapple in the fridge, but
Pineapple.
I can only eat some. I can only eat so much pineapple. It's really good, but it's burning my mouth.
What games are we playing tomorrow night? And who's joining? If you still want to.
I don't know.
Perfect.
Yeah, well, I'm down.
I'm on a Spelljammer tomorrow.
Oh no!
It's not
Ooh.
bad.
Sorry, we
Where's
don't
my
care about
plate?
that, Charlie. We're talking about Lauren.
Yeah.
Just
Ugh.
kidding.
Ugh.
Opposite way.
Yeah. That one I'm playing a Jeff. thinks he's very intelligent, which he is not intelligent at all.
I introduced GIF for the first time in the campaign last night in the Badgers.
It's funny because it's the two GIF. Either you're a GIF or a GIF.
I did that intentionally because I knew you knew it.
And yeah, and they have an all-out clan war.
Yes.
And I so roleplay into it because the other DM's like, "Yeah, I'm a GIF. I don't care if you're a GIF." And I'm like, "No, we leave now." I was like, "What did I say? Get away from us."
Love it.
Oh yeah.
I felt bad for Monday though because they found a spelljammer. Well, they found a couple spelljammers. I'm like, oh, I think you tuned in, Charlie. And they attuned to the bombard. They didn't know that the captain of the ship was also imprisoned on this asteroid that they were on. So last night they rescued him. He's like, oh, I'm Captain Alexander of the Blunderbuss. And I felt so bad because Riley, the player, was so excited to be the captain of a ship. But he's also playing a very honorable, good, aligned character. So he's like, I don't know how he's going to take it next time we play and they actually get to the ship and stuff. I'm like...
Well...
Not anymore. I would just take over as captain.
I think anyone can man the well, the way I learned from the Wednesday guy is that anyone can man the ship as long as they're a spellcaster or they have the background of or proficient in space vehicles.
Yeah, he probably...
So either of those two.
Yeah, I think he most likely, and this is not a complaint, I think the DM, created the spaceship proficiency, which is appropriate for the Spelljammer. Maybe that's somewhere in the supplement, because that would cover an area that I don't like. Because when they found it, my own home rule is I don't have the spellcasting requirement, because I didn't want for all of them to find the ship, especially in a campaign they didn't know was going to be spelljamming from the beginning. The same thing I kind of, like, if this happened on Thursday, it would have been the same thing. If it wasn't Calum's ship.
Hello.
All right.
Hello.
You're back.
Yay.
But I want
I
anyone
have to use my headset mic.
Oh no. It sounds okay though.
Okay.
That's good.
Yeah, it actually sounds really good.
Yeah, the cord for my mic just busted.
Ow. I'm glad you had a backup. Because through all that chaos, there's still a lot of stuff going on with Ishka too that you haven't even had a chance to even talk about or address. So there's still so much.
I know.
Okay, it looks like Lindsay, you're back too.
Yeah, I'm here.
All right. Rob, are you here? Megan, are you here?
Yes.
Awesome. Tuesday after this session, I don't think we should do it in the mid session because of time constraints. You guys are now level 12. And as just a reminder, everyone, remember Thursday, you guys were okay with them leveling up.
Level 14!
With you. This is a check-in to make sure you're still comfortable with that.
Level 14!
Moment here is...
Level 14! Level
14! So excited!
You guys are so honorable. Like, yeah, we'll wait. And how does it feel?
Psych!
Regret?
Just kidding. No, we know we're OP. We know we're OP. We'll let them catch up.
You guys want the down level, so you guys are now at the same level. Yeah, so that's one little bit of bookkeeping. This is my little silly thing I want to show you all. Where is it at? Bam. Oh, where'd it go? Have it. Here it is. This was the original size of the dungeon that they just went through, and I picked parts of it out.
Oh my god! I keep scrolling out and it keeps going.
The blue encompasses the sections I picked out that just flowed well for their theme.
Dude, how does anybody survive this?
Dang.
This is the Doom Vault from Tales from the Yawning Portal. So whenever it comes up in your future, you'll know that you've done portions of it.
Fuck that!
Wow.
No, I don't ever want to go back there.
Yeah, right.
I don't want to play that campaign.
What's that rainbow room?
I know there's so much stuff in there. Just that is a wild dungeon. I actually would play through it in like for a funsies dungeon crawl, just to like, because you saw some of the creativity of the traps and stuff they add. You know,
No, it was super cool.
yeah. In the right campaign, I think that would be really fun. But yeah, that's just a little thing I wanted to show you all.
Wow. Look where we are.
All right. This is again Thursday. You guys or Tuesday. You haven't seen this a lot. This is just This is the Bastard, the ship. They've sailed the River of Dead through the plains a lot, so that's just their generic background. But you're all on the Bastard currently, sailing away, just creating distance between you all. Actually, I'll bring up the Sword Coast map.
A little sad that we didn't get. We had all of that hard work. I guess it's our own reward is kind of getting away, and I'll have to send a message eventually to my dearest aunt.
Yeah. So you all are on the ship. Where the fight happened was, damn, this map is so big. Just down here near, you see Amber. So the fight kind of happened down there. So I feel like Kayla, maybe you instinctively are like taking the ship over open water, just for appearances and such. So do whatever you want, though. That's just a suggestion to set the scene for you all to start discussing through your RP of what you want to do next. And Tuesday, you still have a lot of power to, talk to or not. I did plant the Hiromi stuff in there too, right? But not saying that's what the next path is for you all as a group. We've also been planting some things for Lauren, Ishka. So there's some seeds have been planted, but you do still have agency to kind of dictate what you do next. You could convince them to teleport back and go start a uprising in Barovia, whatever you guys want to do. So feel empowered with whatever agency where you want to take it most naturally for you all. I think that's it for me. Anybody have questions before I shut up and let you guys start RPing on the Bastard? Okay. I'm shutting up. There are NPCs, though. They will probably, if we want to get the ball rolling, the Toro, the manservant that you would have all met during the crossover Tiamat Vlaakith stuff. I'm back. Welcome. Manu de Morai, correct? I still have some spaces for you all. Are you as a Kumu right now, Hiromi?
Yeah. Oh, and I was gonna ask, could we switch over to the ship?
Yeah. That's
map. It helps with my ADHD brain. I want to see Toro's ugly face.
That's totally fine.
Ugh. Hideous. All right.
I'm very glad to see you. Kumu, was it? Hiromi? Right?
Yeah, I guess they're still changed. He's still giant, too. He does like a little nod, kind of like he doesn't know really who Toro is, but acknowledges in his own way and then just kind of does his own thing.
Toro walks over to you, Caleb, and leans in. Lord, I know you've been through a bit at the moment, but I'm actually very glad for that creature. It does actually a very good job cleaning up all the cheese puff residue throughout the ship. Seems to just...
You have it roaming around the ship?
No. Just, the boy. He didn't... So I've spent lots of in Toro's voice. I think it's a little more nasally. The boy gets cheese puffs on everything, and that creature, when they sit in it, all the cheese puff is gone and all the dust. There's actually a very fantastic cleaning device. It seems just to consume everything it comes in contact with. Pretty excited.
Yeah, they could probably reach in the corners and the crevices and cracks of places that...
See, exactly. And Toro's kind of excited to see Akuma on the ship as an
just a bigger vacuum? Is that what you're saying?
Men on the Morai and Misfits, would anybody like a drink or beverage? we have a finely stocked wine case. Also, there's a pool if anybody would like to relax and unwind a little bit after you.
Morai goes just like over pretty far away from everyone to like towards the front, I guess, and just is like looking over the edge of the ship.
Mm-hmm.
Needs to just take a moment.
I need to lay down.
Your name is Walden, correct?
That's right.
We have some spare monk rooms for you.
Yeah, kind of falling apart here, actually.
Yeah, you look very rough, sir. Do we have a medical bay, Lord Caleb?
Yeah. We have one.
Would you like to go to the medical bay?
I just need time.
Well, there's space in the boys' room, if you like. He had a whole bunch of weight equipment, but we, at a certain point, we not...
No. I do not share my room with anybody, especially a cat. Thank you very much.
No, I'm not a cat. I'm a tabaxi. Are you a dog?
Looks like a duck. Quacks like a duck. Well, I transform into a wolf, which, are like a descendant. Well, actually, dogs are a descendant from wolves, so I guess you could say I'm dog-ish, but canine is really the word that I'm going for.
If it looks like a dog, sounds like a dog, smells like a dog.
Mr. Warden, I actually have a very nice room for you. It's a little bit more well put together than to the others. I think you deserve that long rest after all the hurt that you've been through. Taro just smiles at the antagonisticness between Warden and Urgie.
I don't like nice, just somewhere dark.
Oh. Okay. Where's the coffin?
Do you have a broom closet?
There's Caelim's coffin.
Used to be my brother's, but confiscated.
But we killed him. So
yeah.
I guess it'd be years now.
Put Storm in the nice room.
Yeah, Storm is looking very rough too.
Actually, all the rooms here are very, very nice, accommodating. I just one day had the idea of creating nice rooms for everyone.
Mm-hmm. You got the gumption.
Do you have time for that?
Expanded it.
Oh yeah, I had about a year to do it.
I've never seen Lord Caleb operate, he's been excited about projects before, but this one was very particularly a lot of gumption in the Lord. I was very proud of him.
Yep, the laboratory is too.
Above table, just to add context for Tuesday, during their 1 year downtime, they were just doing some RP, random stuff, and I was like, oh yeah, you guys were clearing out a dungeon because you guys did that in archaeological, so roll for random magic. And everyone rolled, and Samaris, Megan, rolled and got a ring. Was it it was a genie. You found a genie, and it was in a desert stuff too, so it was super appropriate. And she got wishes, 3 wishes, and within the next hour. So she wished for the ship to be better. So the underlying joke is always that Caleb suddenly was like, I'm going to make everything bigger and better. And they just expanded the ship.
And rooms for everybody.
Samaris then wished for a badass dagger, and then wished for resistance to necrotic damage for all of the Misfits. So that's what that reference is. I'll get rooms for everyone, but Warden and Mr. Warden, Lord Warden, I'm not sure. There's room for you and your other tabaxi friend. And Tor's just making introductions, trying to make everyone feel comfy at home as best as possible.
Can I say that Tamsin appears behind Archie?
Yeah, please, God, no.
How was your fight out there?
Archie suddenly learned teleportation.
Actually, I do think James would approach you, Samaris, and kind of check on you.
I'll give you the full rundown later. It's a lot.
The Mad Talons had gotten a lot of danger before, but it was the first time I think any Talon members had been in war. Can't say I enjoyed it, even as an observer. Maybe especially as an observer.
Definitely not something I would like to do again if it can be avoided, but. And she like looks at like Hiromi and Warden and Lorelai, kind of glances at all of them. I'm glad we could be there.
Definitely needed the help.
I saw you come back from the dead a lot of times. I'm sure you could have managed, but
I'm
glad that
they say about cats. They have 9 lives.
11, actually.
Warden is right. We appreciate everything that you've done for us.
Well, we're glad that we made it here on time. Before something worse could have happened to you guys. There you go. Use the ship. Use the ship as you please. Anything you need accommodated, we can make it happen. Toro's very good at
kidding about the drinks. He makes a great mimosa.
The last time I drank, I stole the magical belt, so that is probably a bad idea.
Oh yeah, a terrible idea. Who steals things?
I mean, I would probably end up stealing from one of you. Is the problem.
I'd actually like to see you try that.
Yeah, I'd put money on that one.
I'm very sneaky.
Archie just looks at Samaris and starts laughing.
Consider it a challenge.
Okay, I'm gonna go to the weight room. I'm gonna find that room.
That's Archie's room.
Yeah, Archie starts like shadowing behind him.
He's like, correct me if I'm wrong. There was a weight room, but then Caleb had to. Did we actually do that? We joke about. Yeah, didn't we have to? Yeah. Was that during the crossover? I don't remember.
Yeah, that's when they were.
You guys remember it? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think Archie like stole away some weights and just put them in his room, but there wasn't.
I'm
like,
sure
the
you
gym
get some
anymore.
weights, right? But a weight room versus,
yeah.
So just
we had to get rid of some weights to move.
Oh, if he's stealing Archie shit, that's fine. I thought he was saying he's going to try to steal from Samaris.
What? Samaris?
That's why I can't get. I don't have control over it. I like to think he gets like halfway down the stairs and just takes off at full speed.
Archie runs after him.
Sorry. When everyone looks like they're about to start breaking up and going like back downstairs, Laura's going to come over, and just say, "Thank you all for coming." And I know we all need some time. We lost some friends. But I'm glad that you could be there. And she's gonna kind of trail off and then just go downstairs.
You guys can find some empty rooms. Like bedrooms.
That actually is a good narrative point that would happen during all of this. The timeline's a little wishy-washy here, but would it be too much farther after you all leave the combat that I don't remember all their abilities, right? But I'm just gonna, for narrative this here, you get a sending from Vi, Lorelai, pretty much. And I don't want to RP it out if you don't mind. Just
I don't either.
Yeah, but she does reach out to you, like, where are you? What happened? We were captured. Some people called the Harpers just freed us? ? And rescued. Confused. Heard Paragoth's dead, etc., etc., etc. If you guys are okay with this narrative, please let me know if you're comfortable with this. I like to imagine like you make contact, and at some point they're going to like teleport to the ship. You go swoop them up. Through the narrative conversation, Vi learning. Let's give him a little bit of agency here. Like Vi learning that Zhentarim's completely gone creates a lot of confusion for her, right? Too, because that was a very important part of her story and a group that defined who she was in a way. But then also, Aaron, through all of this, does reveal that word had come from the Order of Balance, but there's still something more, or something has come up, something dire again, and they're calling her in to help with that. For simplicity, I think Vi's going to go with Aaron to the Order of Balance to support through that. Not to get too complicated with it. And so your friends are, I don't know if that's who you're talking about, but it did help me jog my memory too.
Yeah,
like, I needed to resolve that narrative.
Yeah, because I didn't want to like
celebrate
force something, but I also
thank you.
That would be affecting Lorelai.
So there is this moment during your guys' like next short rest recovery process where the managing Morai is reunited with Aaron and Vi. They tell them of their plans going forward. Some suggestions are like, if the Giants things is coming up, please let us know. We're not just abandoning you, but we think the Order of the Balance stuff needs to be taken care of. If they're calling us in after like if something bad must be happening again, right? So and then there's tender goodbyes, and hugs and kisses and
okay,
and they
Thank you.
fade out into the background.
Sweet.
And we get a long rest? ?
Please God.
Yeah, well, let me ask you this. You're going to get a long rest. What are you doing? What's the bastard doing? Are you just going to sail around for a bit and like, hey, take us out into the islands, take us somewhere private, Caleb, just joyride? I'm going to go, I don't care. I'm going to go just pass out exhausted, What's the vibe
maybe
here?
we need to find somewhere to lay low for a little bit and figure out what we're going to do next.
Yeah.
Or maybe just hover over the ocean. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, at least Arnott knows that I communicated with Arnott. He, therefore, the open lady, will know that, like, at least I am okay. And therefore that you guys, some of us are around, that the Maiden Morai in some fashion are around. I think that we won't be missed in the recovery for the moment. I think we'll be okay to take some time.
Yeah, I think we can hover around orbit.
Ooh. So am I thinking you're thinking, Caleb, of like taking the bastard kind of into space maybe for the first time, kind of testing that ability? Because you've done interplanar travel, but not necessarily space travel yet, have you?
No.
Not
yet.
This is for your own benefit too, Charlie. This might not matter to everyone else, but I was talking with Monday. I am leaning into the Spelljammer definitions of things, right? So space is the astral sea. So if you go, I'm not sure how you guys are doing it on Wednesday, but that's if the ship leaves orbit and out into quote unquote space, that is actually the astral sea out there. Wild space, right? Yeah. Okay, cool. Making sure we're on the same page. So you believe your ship has the capability to do that. I guess you had been out there during the crossover because that's where Time Dragon Jormungondir, technically he was in the astral sea somewhere. So you would have teleported through that. So your capability is totally fine.
And also, Father has tasked us to go find the astral dreadnought.
True. You know how easy it is to get to the astral sea now.
Yep. So it should have that capability already.
So a unique experience then after this defining conflict, you know, a sprint come to a conclusion. Like, not only do you leave the battlefield, but Calum begins to set course for the ship to like, you want privacy? We'll do it. And the ship just keeps elevating. And I don't think even with the Misfits you've done anything like this with the ship yet. Like, you never left Exandria by the atmosphere. You go through the clouds, and you all watch as, you know, that cliche, that vision of the blue atmosphere fading out, and then the darkness of the stars. And for me, for Spelljammer and Wild Space, there'll be those undercurrents of colors and streaks of this just kind of wild, mysterious place. You expect to get cold at some point. You might see frost occasionally, like on this like strange bubble around the ship. But everything's very comfortable. And it's a very unique experience. And you're like, oh, and you recognize the appearance of the astral sea. Again, every one of you have experienced Jormungandr in this environment at a certain point, but you literally just left your planet and you're seeing it a lot of distance placed between you and for Manager Morai, like your home is like back behind you now, a planet. And Calum just kind of lets the ship drift a little bit. And then if you guys want, we can call that the long rest.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
First long rest in like
Months.
I was thinking about it. I was like, how much time has passed since they went down there? I'm like, literally like an hour. Like, because you guys didn't even do like an hour short rest, right? It was just go, drink a potion for 10 minutes, go. You know, it was like, I don't think you guys even took an actual short rest, I don't think.
I still have my potion, by the way. I did not use it.
100%. Yeah,
I will have the ability to use that another time.
I think that was the longest hour of in-game sessions we've ever had.
Yeah, that's a long time.
Oh,
We're going through months in that dungeon. Right?
I think eventually Calum will gather everyone like on the deck. And we do have Monshoon's bag of holding.
Oh my god, can you check that out?
Turns it upside down.
Yeah.
Starts shaking out. I know he was collecting
and
stuff.
Nuke falls out.
It's a bomb!
Get off the ship!
All right, everyone. Welcome to the game show. I need everyone to roll me a D100. Let's start with Archie. What do we got coming on down here today? You want to use the wheel for the D100 roll?
Yeah.
I don't have all the other stuff done yet. Oh, okay, now I got to figure out how to pull that up. Okay. I think they did it in Firefox because it was malfunctioning.
This music is everything.
Yeah, they made the joke last night, and I was like, "Oh, I have game show music. Let me grab it." And then I was just like, "The more these guys saw me today, as like just kept progressing and progressing." Okay,
we have more than just what's in the bag too, don't we? We have
there's probably stuff for you to identify and stuff for sure.
Don't remember.
Okay, so here. I guess if everyone wants just to go make rolls and just put screenshots in for me, just go ahead and everyone just do it, and then I'll start. You just go one by one as they come in. Good luck on your rolls, everyone. And Laura and Archie, you do get 2 rolls as Hiromi and Archie. Just make sure
we go.
Like, make sure you're keeping track, Laura and Archie, of who or what you're rolling.
All right.
Spinning 4.
Rolling now.
Spinning 4.
This is my spin.
Close? There's ads.
I got a comment.
Oh, there we go.
Fuck's sake.
No, it's funny. You guys are at that state too. I made the joke, but Monday, funny enough, they were so happy to get common stuff because they're level 17. They've got so much good stuff. They're like, we just want items that aren't attunable so we can actually use it.
That's a great point.
My link was spam. My computer crashed. Oh, God. That is kind of terrifying, actually. Anybody else experiencing issues?
Nope.
No.
No, mine was fine.
All right. For my common people, that one actually will be easy because I did make that
Man,
tool earlier.
Everyone's common.
Fucking
Nope,
chump
everyone is
ass
not
fucking
common.
bag of holding.
Oh, we got it rare.
Ooh, got a rare. All right, here's the common one. I did put the common one together, so I'm excited to see you guys roll this one too. I'm trying to make like permanent links somewhere at some point. Do that.
And I swear I forget how
Pin
to
them.
freaking screenshot on my computer. What the heck?
Print
Yeah, you can pin
screen.
them. Do you know how to pin the messages, Luke?
Oh yeah, I might as well go ahead and do that. Right?
Man.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah. I can't wait to use this.
Yeah. So anybody who got common, you can
Oh.
use the common wheel.
I got boots of false
Oh my
tracks.
Shoot,
Megan.
oops.
Oh
The
no.
smiles. Oh my gosh.
What's that? What did you get? Oh,
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah, so we're on the common, and remember, you guys can just put exclamation point
Yeah.
item into the Discord, exclamation point item space, and then just start typing out the what you got, so you can start seeing what you like that, like item exclamation point item boots of false tracks. Everything should be correct.
What is a wand
Interesting.
of smiles?
It forces people to smile.
Well, let me pull it up.
No. Get away
Oh,
from me,
God, what's the
Samaris.
saving throw for this? Charisma.
I love that Rob Warden's already like, oh god.
Oh, I know I'm gonna get targeted with it.
Pipe of remembrance.
Oh,
Just in
my
case you
God.
forget something.
All right, so we did get some rares,
I get one of
right?
those in real life.
Mm-hmm.
I think myself and either Archie or Hiromi.
Man.
Oh, I guess I get to roll twice.
You do.
You did. Well, you did.
Who-
you did.
who
I
was
thought you
for
got
that?
one common one there.
I have no idea. That was my first roll.
Exclaim
we'll
for
just
who
say-
that is. You know, like,
We'll just say Hiromi since she's lower level.
Let me just get her roll in, and then we'll do the old methodical.
Oh, the rare is for Hiromi. I'm rolling for. Oh shit! This is the common. No. Wait,
Scribes.
which one am I? Which one? Where's the link?
I did pin it, so if you check the pins, you should be able to see the links now.
Okay. She got a 26 common.
Right? You know how like you have the common wheel, so you can roll for that one on the wheel.
Okay, cool.
Spin
cool.
for that one on the wheel. All right, while she's doing that, Lindsay, you did a rare. Go ahead and roll me a 295, a D295 for me, please.
Exclamation. R space D 295, right?
Yeah, it's
173.
173. All right, that's what I'm gonna have to look up. Hold music.
Do, 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 do.
All right, 173. So
Look, music still.
Oh, that sucks that your item requires attunement by a creature with the mark of scribing.
Yeah.
That's not fair. I feel like
there's
we should
some
get-
stuff in here that, like stuff like that. I'm like, if it's a very mundane item, especially common, we're gonna ignore a lot of stuff, right? It's stupid.
Okay.
I saw something yesterday, it was like Wand of the Ward Mage. I was just like, or not Wand, it was like Ruby. It was like, that's attunement. I'm like, that's stupid. So I'm definitely open
Yeah.
for a negotiation, and most likely, like, yeah, I don't care if it's attunable. It's a
This is
novelty
just, like-
item. Yeah.
Yeah, this is a novelty item. It's
cleansing
visible, like
stone.
visible or invisible ink, essentially. Like that's
Yeah, does not need
doesn't
attunement.
require attunement.
Don't even think I can wear boots.
You totally could if you like.
All right, 175.
If you wanted.
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oop, I forgot to do the filter. 1 second. I'm literally tomorrow. I'm gonna be making spin wheels for all of them because when I realized how easy it's gonna make all of this, I don't have to like
more
do all
fun.
this, and it's fun.
Well, now you guys don't have to worry about Archie tracking cheese puff dust anymore because he has a cleansing stone.
Yep, I saw that.
No! That's funny. Someone rolled a cleansing stone last night. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Early.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. You find this is Lindsay. You find a pariah shield.
A what?
Pariah.
Oh, pariah.
Yeah.
Some of the stuff is from like I literally took everything from D&D Beyond. That'll be another thing too. There might be some stuff that's very specific to like Strixhaven. Either it'll be applicable or we'll do a reroll on it. Because like Boros, I think, is from Dragonlance if I crit. But obviously that part doesn't matter if like the bonus is like fun in it. Or is Boros Magic the Gathering? I don't know. Oh, Guildmaster's Guide. That's actually the Magic the Gathering setting. All right, sorry, I'm sidetracked. Somebody else got a rare. Who else was it?
Here, Romy.
Roll me a D295.
Okay, is it 1D 295?
Exclamation point roll space D295. Ooh.
Damn.
Wow.
To be fair, those don't matter that much. This is everything's in alphabetical order. That's all you're doing on that. But I do need I need you to roll a D38 now. You got one of the items that varies in rarity, so now there's a D38 table. Let's see what it is.
1D38.
Whoa.
That's good. Probably.
Wait. Sorry, I'm checking myself. Like, that's what that is, right? Sorry, I'm checking my brain here. That's the very... I can try to remember how it's been rolled since someone rolled that high. Because it's above 258. Those are all the varied versions.
Robes of cleansing.
The varied version would be the rare. Did I just like... Sorry, I'm backtracking to when I first developed this. I'm like, did I just troll myself? I don't think there's a reason to roll a 38. Because if it's a varied and you rolled on the rare, I don't think that matters. Let me look at the item and see if I can backtrack why I added that. Okay, 285. This is why the wheel's going to be nice too, because I've confused myself in the process. All right. Rare, and we need to get to page 14.
That pariah shield is super cool.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if I can give up the attunement slot for it.
Do you need proficiency in shields? Like, can you even use it? Like, I don't really know.
Is the shield part of light armor?
Okay, I do remember the 38 was important. I think shield proficiency is its own proficiency. I think a quick check is Lauren Itchka. Could you look at your proficiencies because you're a paladin? You can use shields. Does it show like proficiency for shields in there?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
okay, then yeah. So I can't use it. I will sell it.
Okay, 38. So 33 on the varied. Ba-bam, ba-bam, bam. All right, that's 10, 20. So we need to get down to the 13th one on this line. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13. Oh, interesting. And you got a rare version? Okay.
Why do you say it like that?
Because you rolled on the one of it's like an item that has varied rarity. It might be an uncommon, so you got a rare version. Well, this is a big one, so I'm going to drop it. You can start reading it, and then we'll figure out what exactly. It says spell gem. So,
oh God.
Oh,
jeez.
Yeah, that's a lot to read. I do see like
a bloodstone.
I think it would be like a spell level. Let's do the third one, Bloodstone. So it sounds like you might be able to choose a spell to put in that, and those are the stats for it.
Interesting.
All right, someone else got a rare, right? I think there's one more.
I
thought there was 3 people, right? Or am I wrong?
I think
Only
it's
2
2
rares. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Huh. So you could put a 3rd level cantrip? in it?
No,
Usually for a third level
Or-
spell.
you can do a 3rd level spell, like Fireball
Oh,
is a classic
I was reading the
example of third
cantrip. Okay. Well, he just tosses this to Caleb.
So, like,
Yeah,
when
I'm
you
already
found it,
messed
it
up
probably
all.
had a spell in it above table. Instead of me choosing a random 3rd level spell, if somebody would like to suggest a spell in it, I'm totally fine with that. It's not like it's a game-breaking thing at level 3.
Instant
This is from
Fortress.
your
Instant Fortress is not a spell; it's an item. But
It
I
could
have
be.
not.
I tried.
I have not filtered that out of my magic item spell list. I'm playing with myself in the danger of one day somebody rolling on that.
That's funny.
Yeah, I haven't
I would
actually
think
censored anything.
third
It's
level,
from
if this
any
was mainstream,
It's from any class spell list.
I would say like his. I'm just looking at his stat block. Has counter spell, lightning bolt, and sending as 3rd level slots.
You saw how important having an extra counter spell could be. Is it
Mhm. That someone
reusable?
else can control.
The
It's-
spell
yeah, it's
disappears from the
reusable.
gym. Yeah.
Once every
You
dawn.
just have to be attuned to it.
But it resets.
Fireball.
Yeah.
No, you have to
Or-
imbue it with a new spell.
Oh.
Do Fireball.
So it's like the Ion Stone that I have of reserve.
Requires attunement by a spellcaster if seeking to imbue the gem. Oh, okay. So like
Until the next dawn.
Caleb
So,
could
okay.
imbue it, but then
Once a
give it to
day.
someone else to use it. I think that's what
Yep.
Correct.
What did I do?
I'm going to
Never
say, since it's a one-time use item, I don't care for attunement.
Sweet.
If it's just a
Well,
one-use spell, it's like, to me, that's kind of fun, especially with a party without a lot of major
Then-
spellcasters. Give you an extra tool.
Then you can always re-imbue it with something new.
Yeah.
Exactly,
Every
yep.
dawn.
But does not require attunement.
Thank you.
Sweet.
Because that's kept me from using my Ion Stone of reserve. That
So is it since 2nd level and 3rd level are both rare, which one do you want?
3rd level.
3rd level. Okay.
Get the max out of it.
Bloodstone.
Mhm.
Yeah, Hiromi got it, so she's like, I don't know what the fuck to do with this. So she basically just, either tosses it to Lorelai or Caleb.
Fortunately, this happened after your long rest, because as you throw it, like, Caleb, roll a dexterity check.
Oh god. Gently hands the bloodstone to Caleb.
Caleb, roll a
Here it
dexterity
goes.
check. It's got a high DC.
Here we go.
I like how the what did Archie get?
Are you rolling dexterity check, Caleb? I'm like half serious.
He got a
roll
17. Yeah.
Why did I not see the roll? That's weird. I'm in Tuesday rolls and I don't see the 17. Not important. You catch it.
I like how the cleansing stone is. What does it say? It's like a foot long stone. That's so obnoxious.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yes. Let me look it up again.
Per usual, you guys can rephrase
$5
or
foot
reskin
long.
stuff.
I like
Yeah.
the idea that it's just a fucking big rock.
It is okay. Cleansing stone is a sphere 1 foot in diameter.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Shit.
Dude,
Whoa.
Jesus
Archie
So
does
what
not
those-
use
Dude,
it.
did I just get a Roomba?
So what those were originally, that's from Eberron, if I remember correctly. And
Yeah,
that's like
it's from
the
Eberron.
artificer. Those would be like set up in like a hotel lobby. And you would walk in, it's like on a pedestal, and then people would clean themselves, like going in and out of buildings.
Yep, I
That's
got
why
a
it's so
fucking
big.
Roomba. All right.
Obviously, you can resize it, but if you like the idea of a giant Roomba.
Well, he'd set it up on the ship, so anytime anybody can touch it, and, like clean themselves. You're welcome. You're welcome, guys.
I
Lord,
like the idea of just rolling it.
It's just rolling around the
you
ship.
could perhaps build a contraption with like legs that we can put this cleansing stone in, and it could walk around the ship.
I was thinking more like wheels.
Wheels, you're the scientist, Lord Caleb, not me. I'm just your assistant.
And let it do its beeping noise.
Mm-hmm. So we're
Just
all,
starts running
we're all
into
in
light.
agreement that Lord Caleb, you're going to turn the cleansing stone into a Roomba, like for reals. Is that?
I was thinking like that little Star Wars little
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that way you can leave
mechanical
the
cleaner.
little parasite alone.
above table, that's actually really fucking hilariously awesome. I love the idea of a cleansing stone being repurposed as like a cleaning device by an artificer.
I knew Archie wasn't gonna use it.
Hell no.
Loves the cheese puffs.
Yeah. Yeah.
The Roomba. We can call it whatever you want, Caleb. I'm just using it as a shorthand. It's like outside your door, Archie, like bouncing against it, scenting filth.
What about that thing touches me? It's going over the edge.
What if we call it the Doomba?
The Doomba?
Yeah.
Oh gosh. That's up to you guys. I love it.
Doomba.
Okay, so that was the random stuff. A major thing just ended for Manu de Morai. Everyone can get a very rare or lower item of their choice. I kind of wanted to tell you that after it because I know how excited you guys are, but it's up to you if you want to start searching through that or focus on just RPing your choice.
Fuck yeah.
So very rare and what else?
It's very, very rare or lower. So that'd be rare, uncommon, or common.
Okay.
Yeah. If anybody wants to roll for one because they're OP, just let me know.
Don't gaslight us.
No, but legitimately, Monday is having that problem. They're so optimized and they've already done this so many times. They have like all their ideal items. They're like, wow, cleansing stone's actually kind of fun as a novelty item.
Do we have a list of very rare? Do you have like a designated?
So you guys should be able to do that in D&D Beyond. Yeah. D&D Beyond.
Go to magic items and then filter.
Mm-hmm.
Roger that.
It's under game rules.
I like 5e.tools too.
I don't know if they have
for me, easier
all
to
of them. I don't know, but like they might have it in there.
I think you have to make sure you have it like selected for like all the different sources, but
yeah,
maybe they don't have all of them.
I have most. There's a couple odds and ends that are from like specific adventures that I haven't picked up, but if something catches your eye. But if you guys want something fun for very rare, I suggest looking at Big B's for a quick first look because they introduced a lot of items in Big B's that are really fucking cool. Like they did a much better job designing stuff. I'm pretty sure it's from Bigsby's, but on Sunday, one of my bow users has a bow that they can like use a charge and use one of their attacks to heal an ally. It's like just like there's a lot of them have rune abilities because it's like a giant themed, but I really highly recommend it. There's a lot of really cool tools in there with more like forward thinking. I think that one and Book of Many Things that came out have more fun, unique, some fresh flavor to some of the ideas to magic items.
That's what I got the Worm Reaver Spear from.
Yeah, those are would be my two things if you want to kind of narrow your search a little bit and not be overwhelmed.
Wow, the manuals are very rare items. I didn't realize.
Yep, those are on the table.
Yeah,
yep.
That's amazing.
I probably won't get this, but
for those who have used manuals in the past, I would say I don't think you can get that again. That would be just a little too game breaky.
I don't think
Blade.
We've had any yet.
I think Thursday they had the option to get it. So.
Oh my god!
So we did pick up the manual bodily health from the dungeon.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
And I've already used like the manual of like intelligence.
So someone else should get bodily health.
Who
needs strength more, guys? Who needs better strength?
I think it's constitution.
Yeah, con.
Who needs con?
Remember, con will add into HP bonus too.
Oh right, yeah, that's
so
true.
Let's say you get it up by 2 points. That's 12 or 13
How much
HP right there.
HP does everyone have?
I'm at 100 even.
I'm
Before
at
the level
119.
up.
120.
130.
I got
84.
Oh, yeah, probably you. So I got Hirome at 124 and then Archie at 146.
Wow, the bloodshed blade would be fucking crazy for a barbarian.
And I have the manual of clay golems.
See, but I was thinking of getting a manual for my dexterity. But I can pick something else because I think I have really low HP for my level. I've rolled terrible on HP every time.
Oh yeah, for those who are leveling up, if they want to roll HP, remember it's been a while. Try to do it in the rolls chat for us, so we just see your result. You can re-roll on. Do I do that roll? You can re-roll on once. It's been so long.
Yes.
Pretty sure I do.
Great. And the trend continues.
You're like, yeah, give me that book.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it.
Take it.
Level up. Oh, I need my level up music now. It's been a while. Actually, that might do a DMCA thing or like a mute, so I'm not going to do that. JK.
Wow.
We'll still pick it up a little bit.
Oh, they have the marvelous pigments. Those are so cool. I love those.
Minstrel mantle.
Yeah, for those who haven't picked out very rare before, I think you all have after Tiamat. Like these are, it might not sound special, but very rare, very game breaking items. So
It's
this is where it
huge,
gets really where I'm over here, the DM going like
The mud slick tower.
Yeah, see, I tried to look at that.
It sounds like an instant fortress, but smaller.
Just different wording.
What is it?
I'm trying to look it up.
Mud Slick Tower.
I was just trying to look at that, but I don't have it.
Oh, sorry, Charlie. I don't have that one on a locked. let me see what it is.
Let me Google it.
Yeah. Well, it's not D&D Beyond. I can't add it to your shit. Sorry, bro.
Oh.
It literally is like the same description of it right off the back. Oh my god.
Yep.
It literally is the
what
same
I want.
thing. No.
You said instant fortress. You didn't say mud slick.
I knew it was gonna be the same thing.
It literally is the same thing. It's just like reflavored for like goblininess. It's from Phandelver, the new updated Phandelver. Although it looks like stone, the tower is made of adamantine. I wonder if it has the same obscure language, because the big debate with the fortress is also if it's reusable. It doesn't really say if it is or isn't. It's just like you use an action to place it.
Holy shit.
I wonder if they do anything with the language in this one.
Oh my god.
I might have to look at it during the week.
Check that out. This is crazy.
I'm pretty sure Sunday got this one.
That's really strong.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Ooh, wait, so while the spell knows, whenever you are subject to a spell or magical effect that restores hit points upon a creature. Ooh, if someone bonds with Archie, they would gain his Lycan Restoration, which he taps out at I think 74 HP.
Oh, look at the rune.
You lost Lorelei.
Bond a creature at the turn. Damn.
That's fucking strong. That's so strong.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is ending of over a year-long story arc essentially with the Zhentarim stuff.
Yeah.
Big reward. Also, that fight was so grueling, definitely worth it.
There's
Looks
the
like we lost Lindsay.
Oh.
She's like, I came, I did what I needed to do, and
now I'm out.
I'm out. That was mentally exhausting.
Mm-hmm. Damn, there's something I saw here. Yeah, I lost it. As I say, like, if you sprinkle this dust on someone's dead remains, it's basically like the reincarnation, or not it was something you could bring them back with like a new body, and I was like, Paraghost?
If you want to be creative with it and go with an angle like that.
I know, I'm thinking about it.
Wasn't there a cauldron of?
Yeah, there's like a cauldron of rebirth or something like that.
Yeah.
Did not
very
mean to do
rare.
that.
Ooh.
Samaris, you accidentally stab yourself with your dagger, you disintegrate, and you're dead.
Okay, night, guys.
I love how true you are to your character, though. Like, your first thing you saw was, ooh, another dagger.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get that, but it
still
just sounded
freaking-
really
I love
cool.
Samaris ending this campaign with like 5 legendary daggers strapped to herself just sounds like that's my ending.
That's
where-
the dream. You know how there was when we were in the Nether Deep, and there was that scene where it was like, what's like Samaris's like happy ending basically, and I was like, sitting with all her friends, blah blah. No, it's she's alone somewhere with 5
With her
legendary daggers strapped to her.
Love it.
Yep. Cauldron of rebirth.
Prehistoric figurine of the wondrous power, Triceratops.
Was that like a summon Triceratops item?
Yes, 100%. You like throw a stone on the ground, you can get a Triceratops. I feel like Archie would get something dumb like that. Ride it around.
Are you telling me I can ride a Triceratops?
Watch this! I got a dragon, I got a dinosaur in my pocket!
I'm honestly thinking of the carpet of flying.
Ooh, fun.
Oh,
I like that for Lorelai. I don't know. That just fits her vibe.
I could snipe from there.
True.
Wouldn't that be fun?
Oh,
Yeah, that
what
would be
is
fun.
this? Ishka's looking at bullets.
And
Bullets?
Oh god. Sling
Would
bullets
she
of
become-
Avocamon.
Oh yeah, I was looking at that. Isn't those are really fun. They look really cool.
What? Banishment, sling, stunning, tracking, fulguration. That's hilarious.
Yeah,
That's
that's
just
what I'm gonna
creepy
choose.
kill boat. Debated, Charlie. What is
I
that
just
one?
want to
in,
come
though?
in. Just want to come in creeping.
Surprised I don't have that one unlocked. Creeping kill boat.
Huh.
Descent
Maybe
into the
not.
Lost Caverns of... Oh, I think they just actually released this one. Debated. I actually want to find the stats for that because I wonder if that could be a good stand-in for your tank. And like above table, I'm like, my brain's thinking like, what if it's like a little spell jammer dinghy, or like what the little boats are called? They can like strap to it. I think it's so new. I don't think it's even out on the internet yet. There it is. Oh, keeper boat. Wait,
I can buy more bullets, right?
to be
Or
fair,
no.
like magic ammunition
magic
is
bullet bullets?
normally
No.
Like- you could, but it would be very rare and cost a lot of money, but you hypothetically could.
Okay.
But I'm not going to say it's going to be easy at all for, especially with a bullet that can do banishment. You know, that's going to be very, very, very hard to come by.
I figured. I was just asking.
No, that's a good question.
There's a lot of shit on here.
I'm literally only looking at things that don't require attunement because my attunement slots are so.
Oh, yeah, right.
And a lot of it's the tomes, and I was thinking of the tomes, but I don't want to. I can only do one, right? So I would have to choose between the Constitution and the Dex one, right?
I don't want people like I got 2 dexterity ones over the course of the campaign. If you want to push into con and dex, and I was half listening, but I think I'm answering your question. Am I answering?
Yeah, because we found one for con that I could really use because I have such terrible HP.
Yeah, I don't mind if it's different abilities. I just don't want the same ability stacking.
Awesome. I would like to do that because what I'm going to do instead of taking an ASI at level 12 is I'm going to take a feat instead.
All right.
So it'll even out. I'm not going to have ridiculous stats.
Menu of bodily health going to Lorelai.
Thank you. I'm gonna do that right now. I'm gonna put that on.
I'm gonna delete that, and I'm gonna use the menu of Glade Golems. If you guys had all those golem parts, that'll save me money.
I do. I have all those golem parts. I kept them all.
I might go for the Tome of Leadership and Influence. Buff up my charisma.
Yeah.
I don't know. Especially now that I have expertise in deception and intimidation. Would help with those.
Bag of Devouring.
Oh, actually, reminds
I was looking
me,
at that.
Now that the Zhentarim arc is over, I want to share something with you all. It was very serendipitous for me, and the synergy was freaking amazing. So, you guys, Tuesday came to me, and there was this, when I looked at their backstories, Warden's I was enslaved and tortured and experimented upon by the Zhentarim. And then, Lindsay's, Lorelai's I worked for the Zhentarim, but we're good now. They're no longer slavers. I'm like, ooh, there's a difference there. And there's, this natural conflict. And so we put emphasis on it. And then
cool.
Later down the road, I finally tracked down on the DM's Guild's an official supplement that came out in the last few years for the Zhentarim. So characters like the Ashimai, Paraghost, their stat blocks, the lore. I got a lot of the information from there. Obviously, it's not perfect because so much of it's just me, not getting things right, grabbing a detail and running with it. But there's actually magic items in there, and they're usually of the Bag of Devouring kind, this kind of darker, more sinister stuff. But for anybody who's curious, there's also spells in there. There's one in there that was a high level spell. I think Kaldar had it, but you guys beat the shit out of him on Tuesday. He never had to use it. It literally flails, or is that the right word? When
Flay.
you flay a person. It's literally a flaying spell. So if you're curious, here's a lot of this information. If you want to pick any of the magic items in there, some of the stuff's in there for the espionage, assassination type vibe.
That's so cool. I totally do.
The random thing, and there's determinations in there. I don't think there's too much to spoil, so you can look at it if you want, but that's where determination comes from, the sword of the Paraghost.
Angel blood. Wow.
I'll just say this for the supplement. I want to sing its praises. Ashimai, I know we all ended up hating her, right, for her character, but I guess originally she really was just a love interest in the lore. And when they released this, they're hey, we're updating Ashimai for, we're going to empower her. And what they did is they turned her into a secret Harper agent. So
that's cool, actually.
Yeah, I really like that supplement. And if you look at Manchun, you'll see the target one creature, roll a d4, and that's when I did the power word kill. Fazul, I definitely adjusted for my own means to make him more what I wanted him to be for the adventure, like Wish. I really wanted him hit you guys with some scary, legendary shit. So I definitely adjusted him to my own means, but you'll see his aura that you guys got that 2d4 debuff on early on in the fight.
There's a
Really,
fucking hook
really
shot
cool
in here.
supplement. I was very impressed with it. And added so
They're
much
so
to
cool.
good ideas you guys brought to me. Because if you see it, Lindsay, I love it's like it literally was like, yeah, the Paragos is trying to create a new image for the Zhentarim and bring it out of like a darker, more sinister age and whatnot. So it was so perfect for what you guys had brought in with your backstories.
It is perfect.
Bro, the fish suit.
Really weird. I know. I saw the fish suit.
Ooh, Samaris, the ghost step tattoo.
I think I get ghost step basically that like overlaps with, but I was like, ooh, wait. Oh no, I have ghost walk, which I think is the same thing, basically.
Gotcha.
But I am now tempted to say that she got a tattoo that gave her that ability.
Yeah. I think Archie's gonna get a tattoo.
I might have to hop off early. It sounds like Rowan's been waking up for the last few minutes and not settling, which means he might need to eat. Which means I gotta go.
This is just real quick, Lindsay, just one last comment for you. Just since you have that supplement, I forgot there's subclasses in there, and I just saw a rogue spell thief. So, just playing that idea, if you get any creativity or any of my rogues, or anybody else looking at subclasses in there, that it's definitely good to go. But thank you, Lindsay.
I'm really excited. I'm gonna look through this whole thing.
Yeah, me too.
See if there's anything I can pick up that might be interesting to incorporate that we might have I could use that item that we could have gotten from the dungeon, or a cool feature or something like that I like. Their feats in here I see, so I might take one of those as like a little nod to this arc.
Love it.
Yes.
Thank you, Lindsay. You did such a great job.
Nice
It was very fun.
Thank you guys.
Have a
Good night, Lindsay.
It was awesome.
Good night. Rod of security.
Something Caleb will get.
Oh, I was looking at that too. That sounds fun.
Immediately goes on the box of cheese puffs by Caleb.
Yeah. We'll be going to the nice carnivals.
Ooh, hoo, 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 hoo.
Or Cherry Tavern. I think Cherry Tavern would be good.
Oh my god, the warp sword. That thing's brutal. The target's fat and tissues drain away? What?
Yeah, that's brutal.
I need that
They
real
did a
life.
good job. Zhentarim's dark.
Wait, what is it?
It's a legendary sword that has a bunch of different effects. Some are completely harmless.
But what'd you say? One of them just sucks all the blood out of them?
Yeah,
or something?
one of them changes your skin, hair, and eyes to a random color, and then one changes the target's blood to acid.
Damn.
The target's body turns to formless jelly, and it immediately dies.
Wow.
Too bad no one rolled a 100 on their random magic.
Shut up.
Pretty good item, but it's not.
What is it called again?
Ooh. Deck of Dimensions. That's pretty cool. I don't think Archie's smart enough to use that, though.
Someday.
Should I get a +2 armor and bump my AC up to 23?
3?
Oh.
Well, I have the Jewel 3 prayers anyway.
True.
Cadmill Monday has an AC of 26.
Damn.
Level 17.
What class?
Fighter. So he has a shield and probably a
Mhm.
+1 shield and a +3 armor. I don't remember everything he's got.
I'm really contemplating getting like a psychic resistance tattoo. Not because I'm worried about psychic damage.
That's metagaming. I keep asking you
I
not to
know.
do
We know.
that.
We fought mind flayers.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I fought
Tuesday
one
has
of
fought.
them.
Yeah, Tuesday has fought. What? I think a couple mind flayers on Tuesday.
Yeah.
There was a couple in the dungeon when you guys were going to Xanathar. At least one. I know Kumu
Mhm.
lost his shit at least once, if not twice.
Oh yeah, he's like, I smell him. Well, the absorbing tattoo is pretty cool. You can choose the color of the tattoo, and it's like whatever damage type based on color that you would absorb. The silver tattoo is psychic. That would look pretty good on Archie. He's pale already, so.
What? Let's get a fish suit.
I see. There's a part of me that really wants to get the machine, but I don't have the cloak of manta ray, so.
Oh,
I think
they'll go together real well.
I think I have 3 cloaks.
I love that you guys had such an underwater themed on Thursday, and you're never gonna go to
Yeah.
water ever again.
Ever again.
You fooled me once.
Well, who's to say that we're not going to swim through, I don't know, the astral plane?
Funny enough, you guys can fly through it with your intelligence scores.
Oh, well,
we
aren't you
have got-
sinking in that case?
It's actually really good. Almost everyone I know usually gets a buff because it's 5 times your intelligence score. So even if you have 10, that's 40 feet of movement.
Mm,
I think I'm gonna do the. I don't know.
I think Hiromi's going to do the Belt of Fire Giant Strength.
Whoa.
Yeah, because then her strength's going to be 25.
Whoa.
Holy fuck! Denied.
Yeah.
Is
No!
legendary?
No!
I kid.
Because I was looking in my my stat for my sword is strength, so I was like, ooh.
Yeah, don't forget to. I don't remember how exactly we landed on that, but for Hiromi, you
That's
can
only
definitely
a very rare.
use that sword as your, symbiotic attacks.
Oh yes, I've been
Because I
using
remember we
that.
noticed you were like not using the sword. Like, well, it's not optimized, and we're like, let's optimize it.
Yeah.
What happens if I just devour the sentience out of determination and keep the sword?
You can certainly try.
And they tried.
That seems like a bad idea.
Oh yeah, Rob, don't forget you got that weird decision to make with Azul, or like not do anything. You got like Magic Initiate or something like that, or
Yeah, I
your
got
Arcana
a magic initiate and Arcana.
XP.
Yeah. Hiromi also has a question for the sword, but that could hold off until next session too.
Actually, I do have something. Even though Lindsay signed off, but we still have some time, and it sounds like everyone's settling into the routine of, and I think a lot of you are gonna have to think about what you're gonna end up doing. So we do have a little bit more. Are you awake, Lornishka?
Kinda.
You didn't put it.
Do you want to see Lornishka, or do you want to wait?
Preferably wait.
Then we'll wait. Never mind.
Kinda got a slight headache, so kinda.
Alright. No skin off my teeth if that's what you want.
A little bit more awake next time.
Mm-hmm. Above table, I'm just like self-conscious of the fact that we also have like 15 minutes left, and I want to make sure you guys are getting what you want out of the night.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
If it's just looking at magic items, cool. As long as you're happy.
See, this is what I might need your help switching my strength to 25 because it doesn't sync up on the roll 20 and it drives me nuts.
I'll try your mystery. It's been forever since I've had to mess with the. Okay, we need to pull up Hiromi character sheet and roll 20. Bam, bam, boom. Oh yeah, you're gonna actually have to level her up too manually.
Yeah. Well, luckily I get one more transformation and then another adaptation. I just have to figure out which one.
So what do we need to? So when you put 25 in, it's not changing your strength score.
Yeah. Well, my strength just needs to go to 5, right?
So if you click on, go to your sheet, click on the name strength.
Oh my
then,
god.
And then it should pop up on the right.
You know we're looking at the Roll20 sheet, not the D&D Beyond one.
Oh.
Yeah, we're on a Roll20 one.
Yeah.
I
got the D&D Beyond down. It's just Roll20.
So the
which
Roll
is funny because Roll20 is usually easier to modify.
Right.
We're putting 25 in, but it's not
Yeah, it doesn't
not
sync up.
updating.
It's still 4. Which it goes.
Yeah, we had to do this once,
past,
right? We had to override like all your stuff for some reason. And that's why those asterisks are on it.
Yeah. So I go into the attributes and abilities, and I just scroll all the way down and modify it from there. But I'm not sure where you did the other stuff.
Yeah.
And then I'm not sure how much my bonus would be now that it's 25.
So it should be 5 is 20, 22 would be 6, 24 would be 7, and 25 doesn't get you to 8, so it would be your strength score would be 7. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, strength is here. What if I just do a +2 like that? I don't care about that. Stop. Okay, that went to 5.
It's up to 21.
So then maybe I need to let's try this +3. Enter. Okay, I'm getting the number to go up, but it's definitely not as simple as it should be. Because would we agree it should be a 7 total?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there it is. So what I had to do, you see where it says core bio spells and then the cog?
Yeah.
So it looks like you now need to go into the cog. And then in that center column, you see strength, dexterity, con. It's like a plus sign. Or not saves.
Yeah. Oh, the one above it.
Yeah.
The +5 up there.
Yeah. It just looks like you go there and then you how many are you adding to it?
Okay, gotcha. So this is 7 now. I guess the 24 doesn't matter if it's not 25 because I'd be rolling a +7.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to do a +6 and see if we can get that. I think it's just changing that score, so it should be a +6 like that. And then, so now at least it's accurate. 25 with a 7, 15 for a 2. Yeah.
Okay. And then I think my attack, so the Kura no Tatsu down there is the sword. Okay, so it automatically did it. Okay, plus 12, and then still 2d6. Okay, so I just want to see what it rolls for this. Okay, plus 12. Okay, and then
that should be 2d6 plus 7 slashing damage, not +6.
Right.
I wonder if we manually are doing.
So I think we have to manually do it.
Oh, you have charisma selected. That's why, or is that the secondary? Yeah, damage. If I do this and go to strength,
yeah, it should be strength. Yeah.
And then do that. Oh, it's also a +1 sword, I think. Yeah, so I think it's adding that in there.
Yeah, it's got the sword. I think I have the description. Yeah, you have a +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls.
Cool. And your proficiency bonus right now is 4, +7 is 11, plus the 1 from the sword is 12. So that is correct.
Nice.
Sweet.
Bump up my sword a little bit. I'll take it.
Because that sword, is that your OG sword, like your family sword?
No, this is the one I got off of.
This is the blood.
What's his butt?
Katana.
Okay. No, this is the balls. I can't remember his name. Mindfuck.
Pixies?
I just renamed it.
Oh,
yes.
This is Mindfuck. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. He just basically Akumu made it his own and
Because I think the
assimilated
blood
to it.
thing is nothing crazy. I kind of want that to be like assimilated, and then you kind of still get that bonus. Once per turn, a target makes a DC 12 con save or take an extra. Yeah, that's not a huge bonus. So just so you can still have fun with that, if you want, we can add that feature to Mindfuck. Kind of like the idea of
he's
the
taking the
samurai
abilities.
sword. Yeah, taking the ability from that and making it more deadly.
Keeps adding it, to one sword.
So if you want to copy that and add it to the other one for remembrance, you can. But it's a little extra bonus damage. It's not too bad. Crazy.
For sure.
But a little bit more fun.
Sweet. All right, that was it for me.
Sweet. What are we playing tomorrow night while everyone else is thinking?
I don't know.
Anybody else joining for a birthday video games tomorrow?
I will not be able to, unfortunately.
Okay.
I might be able to.
Sweet.
Maybe.
Charlie's lame. He has D&D.
Yeah.
Nerd.
Super lame.
Gotta play with someone else.
Yeah, I don't care what we play. Whatever. Could do a little Baldur's Gate or Lethal Company.
Drink some whiskey, play Lethal Company, and yell at each other.
Yeah. Have you played Sons of the Forest yet?
Mm-mm.
That's
another survival game, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like a survival builder, but there's like a bunch of mutants in the woods. It can be pretty funny.
There's a new game I saw similar to what's that one game that we're collecting stuff in those rooms?
I'm not gonna lie. I heard you say, like, what's that one game? And I did not understand what you said after that.
Yeah, I kind of tuned out.
I don't know what it was about the words you just chose, but it sounded like gobbledygook.
Let me look it up. There's a game that's similar to that, whatever that company game we played.
Oh, Lethal Company. There's a game that's similar to it.
Oh, it is a content warning.
Yeah, that's it.
Ooh.
Oh, content
warning. That's what it looked like.
You make content, record, like it's like you go into a building and it's like creatures everywhere and you gotta record and then you upload that video to get views and then you get money.
Well, it's also it's interesting. Content warning is free for the first 24 hours.
It was free on April 1st.
Oh, every year for April 1st, aka Landfall Day, we do something special. This year, we're releasing content warning for free for anyone who downloads between now. Oh, that's funny. So if we had paid attention on April 1st, we could have got it for free. That looks quirky and fun.
Yeah, down for whatever.
Cool. What time do you want to try and game?
Whichever time. I gotta go to the gym in the morning.